Thanks for tuning in this week, guys. This is the Smartalecs Podcast. We're on Redline Radio. You can get us on www.smartalecs.com. We're powered by the MixLR app as well. It's a sober kind of mood.
It is a little somber.
Yeah.
It was a crazy week.
It was a rough week. I got the young professor in the building with me. How you doing, young professor?
Oh, feeling young. It's a beautiful day here on the sunny side of Cleveland. You didn't have to wear a big jacket today, so I'm feeling good.
It is. It's sunny. I'm feeling good. I'm soaking in that vitamin D. I hope everybody else out there is soaking in some vitamin D.
Pretty soon your allergies are going to start acting up, though.
Yeah, I'll probably miss about 4 shows because of it. But, I'm glad everybody's here. I'm glad you guys are tuning in. We got a new hotline number.
Yes, we do. Make sure you check us out. 216-259-2062.
Join the conversation.
You can call us directly and chop it up with us because a lot happened, so I'm sure we got a lot to talk about.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Of course, we're going to talk about the unfortunate murder of Nipsey Hussle.
That was crazy, man.
We're going to get into it, but yeah, it was an awful thing. We got, of course, somehow Jussie Smollett has impacted R. Kelly.
Right? We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that. We got White House news. We got Aunt Becky.
She's back in the news.
Right. I told everybody that, she's going down, and guess what? We'll get into it, but she is.
She's definitely going. That's what I said, though.
Yeah, we said
that.
Yeah, we said that. Like, you can't get off.
That's not normal.
We got pregnancy news for Miss Amber Rose.
Yeah. That's wild.
That's great. We got magician news. How often is a magician in our news?
Very rare.
But one made it.
Never. This will be the first.
Right, unless you're Harry Houdini or some shit.
Or Harry Potter.
Yes, Harry Potter has been in the news, and he is a wizard, not a magician.
No. Magic. They'd still do magic.
No, there's a difference between a wizard and a magician. Call the hotline if you want to debate if there's a difference between a wizard and a magician.
There is. I mean, they do the same thing. So
no, they don't.
They do.
They do not.
I mean, a wizard just lives it, though. He can't, it's not a joke. It's not a trick.
A magician does parlor tricks, like for a party.
Yeah, Harry Potter is
he does magic.
That's his life, He
does magic.
Oh, okay.
Tricks and magic are two different things,
Whatever.
man.
We'll talk about it.
Right, we'll get into that. And we got LA gang members doing I don't even know what to call that. It's awful.
United. Oh, wait, what are you talking about?
The LA gang members did some crazy stuff. I mean,
Atlanta.
LA.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Atlanta.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. They marched peacefully.
Right, they did something good. But the Atlanta gang members did something, would you call it depraved or deprived? I don't know what it was.
No, that's not the right word. It's effed up. That's
horrendous.
What it is.
Horrendous. I think that would be a good one.
I don't know. It's
but we'll get into
whatever you want to call it.
You look shocked and stunned.
Yeah, I don't want to even. I saw that and I was like, we're gonna breeze over that. It's dead last. Like,
That's the last thing. That was the last thing I saw. Like, holy smokes, we're gonna get
smokes. Okay.
That's what I said when I was reading that. Like, oh my God, this really happened. But we're gonna get into it, man. We got Double A in the building. He'll be joining us soon. Call in, join the conversation. We're going to get into the unfortunate murder of Nipsey Hussle. What's up, Double A? How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm glad you joined us.
Professor, what's going on, bro?
I can't complain, man. It's a beautiful day. It actually feels good outside.
My car, man.
I should probably do that soon.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, my car's filthy.
Man, my car is ashy.
Well, I got into a little fender bender yesterday.
Where at?
On St. Clair. Was turning down to St. Clair and was about to hit one of the side streets and thought the dude in front of me, you know how people inch up? In my mind, he turned. So I looked to the left. I'm like, oh, I'm cool. And thank God I didn't, floor it. But hit the dude right in the back, hard as hell. I pulled over. He looked at me. He was like, bro, I'm riding dirty. You cool? And I was like, thank you, Jesus. He's like, you scratched my shit. I was like, my fault, bro. My shit scratched too.
Like justifying it.
I didn't take blame. And then Rose Rose comes up and she's like, "We thought you turned." I'm like, "God damn it, Rose! Why would you?"
Right? Don't admit guilt.
Get it? All I said was, "You all right? Are you cool?
Oh, okay. You good?
Is everything all right?" Like, but it was. You know, I was happy.
That's what I like to call a fortunate mistake.
It was. I was shaking. I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" And then when he got out, I was like, "All right, he's not gonna call the police, but I hope he's not one of those niggas like, man, I'm gonna need your insurance." Like, oh shit.
What you mean? You don't got an insurance company to go through.
I have insurance.
No, him. He ain't got no insurance to go through to mitigate this process.
Probably not. So
yeah, he was like, yeah, ugh, all right, go ahead.
Never mind.
It's just a bad day on my part.
Right, we dapped up, and with the other directions, I was like, he didn't even look at my license plate. Cool, just in case he changes his mind. Like, I saw him go left. I was like, I'm gonna go right.
He said, "Oh, Scotch free,"
just to be safe.
Right.
Huh?
Check Dave and see if I can have one of them beers in there.
So we're gonna get into the murder. We're gonna get into the murder of Nipsey Hussle.
I don't text that nigga. You text.
So, gentlemen,
You can have a beer.
we're gonna jump into this conversation.
Unfortunate event.
It was awful.
It was horrible, to say the least.
I don't even know how to really describe it.
I mean,
he was like cut down in the prime of his life, doing well, trying to do good in his community, and that's what makes it. That's the saddest thing. That you could definitely see. You could definitely see like him trying to change what's going on.
And that's what was messed up. Was it? It wasn't like he was just out here doing wrong.
Definitely. It's just my perspective that this could have been a well, we'll get into it. We'll all think about why it was done and how it was done.
We know why it was done. So I mean, what?
Right. Well, we'll get into that. So let's talk about it.
Is your live?
Nipsey Hussle.
Mine's is down too.
Nipsey Hussle was shot 6 times in front of his store, Marathon Clothing Store in the Crenshaw district in L.A.
In his own store.
He was doing a documentary on Dr. Sebi, the noted healer, who said he cured AIDS, hepatitis, cancer, all these noted diseases, and he died under mysterious circumstances.
Well, as well as he he went to the Supreme Court. They charged him with
malpractice.
They tried to charge him with malpractice and things of that nature, and he ended up beating the case in the Supreme Court and in federal court. So that's what Nipsey Hussle was about to put out, because because his mentality was, why doesn't anybody know about this? He's cured AIDS, herpes, cancer, diabetes, syphilis, all these medical,
uncurable diseases,
right? All these uncurable diseases, he cured them. So, yeah. What were you saying?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, just cut me off.
Yeah.
He was allegedly shot and killed by a lone gunman, Eric Holder. Holder is a noted snitch for law enforcement. Some people say it was a military hit. Some people say it was a gang-related murder. Let's go ahead and jump into that, gentlemen. I want to get your views. We're going to start with the young professor. Young professor, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I don't
know. Wait, hold on 1 second.
Wait, you don't know.
One second. You can't straddle the fence. No,
I'm not straddling the fence. I don't
totally
think it's a conspiracy either. However it happened, I think it's horrible. But I don't. The story that they tell is also believable. Like the fact that the dude Nipsey said something to the dude, and he was a snitch, and that was noted, and he came back and killed him. Like, I don't necessarily think that someone. Me personally, I don't think that the government set it up for him to kill him.
When you're a snitch,
but it is plausible.
When you're a snitch, right? This is just some quick observation. When you're a snitch, right? You work for law enforcement, right?
Correct.
Law enforcement works for the government, correct?
Correct.
So if you work for law enforcement, ipso facto, you work for the government, correct?
Yeah, fair enough.
So you don't think because this gentleman worked for the government, Eric Holder, they couldn't have pulled what we like to call a belly?
I didn't say they couldn't have. I just said that's not.
But you remember they wanted DMX to kill the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Correct.
And it's very similar, and it just all kind of follows the same thing. It being in L.A., kind of follows that script.
I got a question for the young professor.
Okay, go ahead.
Because he seems to be one of the people who just doesn't seem to believe in conspiracy theories.
I didn't say that. There's some that I do believe,
like
and then there's
ones?
others. 9/11 is a big one. I definitely believe that was
because it was so blatant.
I mean,
Okay.
you watch the Loose Change documentary. I believe that was definitely set up.
Well, how about this? I just want to give you an example of a conspiracy theory that's real, that I don't know if you've ever heard of. It's the conspiracy to assassinate Martin Luther King.
I've heard of this too. Yeah,
That's true.
correct. He didn't die on the balcony.
No. What we're saying is the U.S. government,
conspired to kill him,
and they admitted that in court.
and they admitted it in court.
I believe that.
So conspiracy theories, in my opinion, I mean, I understand where you're coming from, where you're like, I don't know. Bro, you can't trust the government. You know what I mean? So,
And I see what you're saying, and that's why me personally, though, when I hear things, I don't automatically assume conspiracy theory. That's what I'm saying.
well, no, I'm not automatically. Like, if he would have been,
9 out of 10 times, it's a conspiracy in your book.
well, it depends on what it is, but something of this nature, absolutely, it's a conspiracy. The brother was doing way too much in the eyes of, in my opinion, the higher-ups. There's a lot of things that he was doing that we didn't know about. You know what I mean? All we knew about was, Nipsey Hussle.
what he
From what I
showed us.
understand. And I was even just listening to his album, I'm starting to get clues about different stuff too, because I heard Brother Polite had said something about him. They were planning on tearing down that whole plaza and building a 6-story low-income apartment complex and things of that nature. So, and then on his album, I heard him say something about breaking ground on a $6 billion project. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say exactly what it was, but
That's probably what it was.
Exactly, it's probably what it was. But those are the type of things that we didn't hear. But and another thing that I didn't know until last night, listening to Kenyatta Griggs, that's Dame Dash's people. He signed to a major label. Nipsey was signed to a major label. So
I mean, Victory Lap was considered his first album.
right, his first major album.
Yeah.
Right. So he signed to a label, which I always thought he was 100% independent. I didn't know he had got signed to a label. So with that being said, being signed to a label, there's a little bit more politics and things of that nature involved in that. You know what I mean? Than where he
Bigger
was just
strings
independent.
are being pulled. That's
Definitely.
when you're with the label.
Yeah, so, I mean, honestly, we don't even have to call it a conspiracy theory for real because, like Jay just said, if the guy was a snitch, he worked for the government, and he killed Nipsey, therefore, the government had
A government employee killed Nipsey Hussle.
basically, so,
And you know what? And another thing is, you remember when we was discussing the footage that they show?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, they can see that there's other security footage, right? And you can get very clear shots of the spot where he was killed via security footage. But we only get that one that's across the street. That's like a football field away. It's super grainy. And it's killing me because it's just like they did in JFK. What they said was, what they're doing is they're feeding you the information that they want you to see.
Exactly.
So that they can build the narrative. But if you don't even have to look that deep. You don't even have to go really behind the curtain. All you have to really do is just think about it. Like they can get a picture of you from space, right? They can take a picture of your house from space, right? But you can't get a picture of Nipsey Hussle getting murdered. A clear picture of Eric Holder doing this. So how do you know?
I think it came out pretty fast. Everything came out so fast.
Well, like you
from
said,
that footage, that unless they got other footage that they're not holding on to.
They do. There's more footage. There's footage that they've deleted.
It's got to be because it's other security cameras in the vicinity.
They showed a security camera right there in front of, on the front of the Marathon store. Basically, exactly where he supposedly got shot and killed at. So if that didn't show, it might not have showed the murder, but it definitely showed. You know what I'm saying? The feet and the pop. You know what I mean? How you see all the and hear all the. You know what I mean? So
you would be able to see the commotion.
Right.
Didn't I read somewhere that he has OJ's lawyer, or not OJ's lawyer, but
Chris Darden,
prosecutor. He was the prosecutor.
He was the lead prosecutor
for the OJ case.
For the OJ case, him and Marsha Clark.
And they said he was the one who tried on the glove.
Yeah, he was. He was the one who tried on the glove.
They said if the glove does not fit,
you must acquit. And then that was Johnny Cochran said that, and OJ put on the glove because Chris Darden because look, they told Chris Darden not to do that in court. Like, don't make him put on the glove, right? And he was like, no, I'm going to do it, right? Johnny Cochran said, bro, you're going to lose if you do this. And he was like trying to put like shows like, yo, I'm that nigga type shit. Like, yo, I'm Chris Darden, I'm that nigga in court. I'm going to show y'all that this move, and this going to move. This going to win me the case.
Lost the whole case.
Blew the whole case. When he put on the glove, it didn't fit. So, oh my God, the evidence that you got in court it's not even for me. So what are we doing here?
In my opinion, they're setting him up to get off.
Oh, definitely. Or it's gonna be maybe not get off, but it's gonna be a light fall, because like I said, well, for a conspiracy to work, this was almost like a coup. For that to work, the people involved have to be so far removed from the plot that it can never be traced back to them. Right. And you always need a patsy. And Eric Holder, to me, is a patsy.
He's the patsy.
Oh, he's going to take the fall. Or at least try. They're going to at least try.
And you know what? With him having that lawyer, why would that dude pick this case?
Right, you know it's not a pro bono. You know it's not pro bono.
No.
Like Brother Polite said, why would he pick this case? At this point, by you being a black lawyer taking this case, you have just become the enemy of all black people.
Right.
That means you're going against the entire black community.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Trying to get off somebody who killed who they viewed as a hero.
Yeah.
And you're trying to get him off.
Somebody who wasn't doing wrong.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't out here promoting.
At least not anymore.
Right. He was. In my opinion, he was trying to move the race in a different place, moving in a different direction. You know what I'm saying?
And it was worth it. And honestly, like people said, unfortunately, the man, honestly, his legacy is just so much bigger now. It's bigger than it ever was when he was alive. You know what I'm saying? Even like you said, in L.A., having all the gangs come together, and, hopefully they're coming together to, to start building and start, really, because, gangs weren't, they weren't made for violence. You know what I'm saying? Gangs were made.
Not originally.
Right, to protect the community, to help the community, things of that nature. The stigma of us being, throughout the 80s and 90s, that whole...
Well, yeah, they
killed us.
They kind of were.
No, not all. No, no.
When you start
putting guns and drugs and things of that nature into the community, then bro, it's going to cause all type of turmoil and catastrophe, right? Violence, as well as taking jobs away and things of that nature.
Right. It's what they did to how they destroyed the Panthers, bro. But if you want to jump in and join the conversation, please give us a call on the new Graber Machine Tool hotline at 216-259-2062. We'll be more than happy to take your call. You can jump on into the conversation. We're going to talk about more stuff than Nipsey Hussle, but that's our conversation right now. And
we not. No, I'm just playing.
I was about to say totally we are. We have a whole show.
No, I read Jay-Z was going to donate $15 million.
That was not real.
But I was about to say, but
fake news.
It wasn't true. Well, it wasn't confirmed.
He was invited but not confirmed.
Yeah, I guess.
He was invited to give $15 million, but it was not confirmed.
Because they said Jay-Z didn't come out and say anything, but he makes big moves.
No, Rock Nation came out and said that it wasn't true, though.
Oh, that it wasn't?
Mm-hmm.
But,
damn, he should have just did it.
His documentary on Dr. Sabi.
Right, but $15 million?
His documentary on Dr. Sabi.
It's not that much for Jay-Z.
Nick Cannon said he's going to finish it, and we did brush over this on our YouTube show. You can view us at our YouTube channel, the Smartalecs. And we did brush over this. And, Double A had a problem with Nick Cannon taking the documentary over, you will.
He did get a
And I wanted to, could you express your issue with the people with Nick Cannon, Double A? Can you jump in for me?
Well, once again, Nick Cannon is basically in the same position as Nipsey Hussle. I think he signed to he signed to his own label, but once again, he's definitely dealing with the higher ups. And my opinion is I've seen and heard Nick Cannon kind of praise white women so much, and I ain't gonna say white people, but white women. So I feel like he is not the one. He's not like a Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? He's not the one to put the...
Because he likes white women?
Like if he... No, because his mentality is different than Nipsey Hussle's. He's not an activist. He's not trying... You know what I mean? He's not in his community trying to do things. You know what I mean? Like he's not... He didn't... He wasn't trying... He could have been put out something about Dr. Sebi. He didn't. You feel me? Like it did...
He's done a lot of other things, though. Like he's done a lot of things for Chicago.
I'm not going to say he hasn't. I'm not going to say he hasn't. But what I'm saying is when it comes to this... No, I mean, personally, I haven't. No. Only thing that I've seen Nick Cannon do, me personally, not saying that he doesn't do things. Only thing I check him out on is the Cannons class. That's it. And he has people on there. Other than that, I don't really see him out in the community doing anything.
He's done a lot of like stop the violence things in Chicago.
Okay, well, great. That's great for Chicago. But listen.
But, I mean, that's where he's from. Nipsey's giving back. You say he doesn't give back like Nipsey does. Nipsey gives back in L.A. because that's where he's from.
Once again,
Nick Cannon's giving back
Nick Cannon, does Nick Cannon have it? Did Nick Cannon buy a shopping center in his community so that he can apply people?
We don't know.
We do know because it ain't been told. Ain't nobody said it. He didn't do it. He hasn't done it.
I'm saying he might.
He hasn't done it.
There's so many things Nick Cannon has his hands in that we probably have no idea about. That's what I'm saying. Nick Cannon has a lot of money.
But you can listen to it. But once again, you can listen to. But his money came from. I'm not gonna say where it came from. But listen, you can read. You can listen to Nick Cannon's interviews and see that yes, he is enlightened. He's smart. He's not stupid or nothing like that. But at the same time, you also hear that, you know, he's kind of been colonized. Like he's a, you know what I'm saying? He's, in my opinion, he's with them. Yeah, he's with the white folks, in my opinion. He only does the black things that he can do that they allow him to do. If he tried to do some shit that went above what they want him to do, he wouldn't be able to do it. Like I said, the only person out here talking about doing a documentary for Sebi was Nipsey. And in my opinion, that's crazy because shit, why ain't Jay-Z do it? Why ain't Puffy do it? Why ain't all these other things? Exactly. Why ain't Nick Cannon been done? So I'm saying you can't put him in the same category as Nipsey Hussle.
So then you can't put anybody in the category.
Lightweight, no. When you talk about Nipsey Hussle, you gotta talk about when you talk about Nipsey. I mean, not unfortunately, but when you talk about Nipsey, now you got to talk about Nipsey with MLK, with Malcolm X, with Huey Newton.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't put him in those regards.
You should because of what he's been doing and what he's done. You know what I mean?
But he was in the gang. I mean, back in the day.
Bro, so was Malcolm X.
He was what gang? Well, the Black Panthers.
Malcolm X, he was running the streets. Period. He was a thug. He was in the streets till he went to jail and found Islam and all that stuff. So you can't take a person's past and be like, oh well, he was a gangster before, so no, you can't put him in the same. Yes, you can, because of what he was doing for his community, not just his community, for the black people. Period. Like I said, every interview you hear of Nipsey Hussle's, he's not talking about gangbang and shit like that. He's talking about empowering his community, giving back to his community, telling people how, hey man, you need to invest your money in this, save your money, don't splurge it, don't flex. He was trying to tell us.
I'm not taking that from him. If there's been anybody off the top of my head who could do it the way you want it done, would be Killer Mike.
Exactly. And I can't put Cannon in a Killer Mike class. You feel me?
No, I'll give you that.
I can't put them on, but I can put Nipsey in a Killer Mike class. You feel me? Because of the things that they do to try to empower their people.
I can really, in the hip hop world, that I could really be like, okay.
Exactly, because you see the things that they do to try to empower their people, to try to teach us, to try to, involve us and things of that nature. And like I said, with Cannon, I just don't see it. Like I said, I can see it going straight to Netflix maybe and being really whitewashed down. I don't see it being what it could have been or what it should have been.
I don't think Nipsey's would have been in theaters.
I think it would have been in theaters. I think that's one of the reasons that they did what they did.
I don't think it would have been in theaters.
Yeah, I think it would have been in theaters. I think it would have made it to theaters.
How many documentaries go to theaters, bro?
Very few.
Listen,
I think one.
No, you got a lot of
Michael Moore.
Yeah.
What you mean? You have stuff about animals all the time. You had the penguin thing, and that was a documentary. What are you talking about? They make documentary movies all the time. We just don't watch them because we're not interested in them. About the penguins and
the March of the Penguins, which I do watch.
Oh, that's a documentary? I didn't see it.
It is a documentary. It's talking about the penguins.
I've never seen it.
It's not like a nature documentary like Life.
And this wouldn't have been like a nature documentary. This would have been more like a Hidden Colors documentary.
Right. So do Hidden Colors go to theaters?
Once again, that's Hidden Colors. We're talking about Dr. Sebi and we're talking about Nipsey Hussle. We're talking about two different people, two different echelons. My thing is,
I don't think it would have went to theaters.
I think it would have went. So that's just my.
I think it would have been.
That's just our opinion. We'll never know.
Huge Netflix thing. Because that's the new way to do big documentaries nowadays.
Documentaries
or HBO.
Or Hulu.
If anything, you do it on HBO. If HBO or Netflix. Because those Fire Festivals, those were... And shit, I didn't even watch the Hulu one. I didn't like it. It was like more towards they were right instead of...
Right, but
it was
they probably made it.
But that's the Fire
they
Festival,
did.
man.
That's the only one
What I'm saying is how
did.
documentaries are made for Netflix. They're made for HBO because HBO will make it a 7-part series. Things like that don't go to
bro,
theaters.
you can't say that, bro. All you
Okay.
can say is
How
what you think.
How can you say
Like
what
I said because it's such a big thing because they killed him. That's why I could say what I said. They killed him.
Right. So what makes you more right than me?
Because they killed him. I just said that.
Because they killed him.
Yes.
That makes you more right.
Exactly.
Okay. I think because you said that makes me more right.
Nope.
I think
It
so.
doesn't.
I think so.
It doesn't.
I think so.
It doesn't.
I know what he's... I hear what
Not
you're
at
saying,
all.
though.
It doesn't.
What he's trying to say.
Yeah, because
Fuck John. Okay. Let's go.
I definitely understand what he's.
We know John. We know where John lives at. He lives in the house. All right, let's go.
In the house.
Oh yeah, and where do you live, Al?
I'm in the fields.
No, you're not. You live in a fucking house.
I'm in the fields, man.
I go to your house. I go to your house 3 times.
I'm
a
in the
week to-
fields, man.
I go to your house 3 times a week to shoot the show. You're not in the fields.
I'm in the fields, bro.
You're not in the fields.
I'm
Quit
in the
lying
fields,
to
bro.
people.
I'm a field nigga,
Liar.
man.
Lies.
I'm a field nigga.
No, you're not. Lies.
I'm in the fields.
All right, right. So all the field niggas drive Benzes, right? They all pull up at the field like, all right, guys. Boop,
Hey,
boop.
I'm a field nigga.
Right.
You
Right.
putting my personal business on the streets, bro.
Right.
What's wrong with you, man?
Did you live in the field?
I'm a field.
So
nigga,
there was a memorial.
bro. Field nigga.
We're gonna get into that though, but let's hit our sponsors so we can keep this going. Let's hit our sponsors before we move on.
So we got Wiggins Construction's Home Improvement.
Whoa. Let's bring in our hot spots. Let's bring them in. Let's bring in some hot spots.
We got Wiggins Construction,
There
Home
we go.
Improvement, 440-731-4654. We have Keycon Graphics. Give them a call for all your graphic needs at 216-346-8185. Our very own Grieber Machine Tool. Give them a call directly at 440-322-3685. We got Lubrication Supply. Ask for Kevin.
Kev with the lube.
It's
The lube with the grease.
330-813-2035. And then we got Detroit Auto Parts. There's 2 locations, West Side and East Side. Reach the West Side at 216-398-7373. East Side at 216-531-7373. Receive 10% off when you mention Redline Radio. Get your cars fixed, people.
You can join us at our first ever Redline Radio NFL Draft Party Thursday, April 25th at Scoreboards, 10333 Northfield Road. We'll be live from 5 p.m. till midnight, breaking down every picks. Hope to see you there. Come out and support your team in Scoreboards. If you tell them you're with Redline Radio, you'll receive 10% off your food bill. Call in, jump in the conversation. You can call the hotline at 216-259-2062. Join the conversation. You can call in about almost anything. We're discussing Nipsey Hussle right now, the murder of Nipsey Hussle.
A lot of people did a lot of things in his memory.
Yeah. We got a lot of NBA players really reached out. We got J.R. Smith. He did a tribute tribute tattoo. Russell Westbrook dedicated his 2020 game to him. He said that was for Nip. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw that.
That was awesome.
That was a crazy game. He
Yeah.
said no one's done that since Wilt Chamberlain. was it?
Probably.
I think had a 2020 game.
Yeah, that sounds like some Wilt stuff. The
Big
IG,
Wilt.
Some Wilt things.
he said big Wilt. That messed me up. The game posted on IG driving through Crenshaw at 4 a.m. Excuse me, I said 4 p.m. It would have been crazy traffic. He'd have been mad about the traffic.
He would have got bobbed like.
Right.
Game.
Couldn't even did his post, but yeah,
Right.
he was pretty upset in his post. You know what I'm saying? So
A lot of people are upset, man.
right. It was a memorial that turned into a massive stampede, but things like that happen when it's a lot of people and a lot of emotion. So
And technically, the memorial took place where it happened, and it was still an active crime scene. So the police had things roped off, and then when they opened it up, everybody, wanted to rush and get there first.
yeah, that was probably a mistake by the police.
Yeah, they should have had to make them wait at least a day.
Or at least or at least try to organize. It's like, yo, guys, we're gonna let this down.
I say, wasn't nobody about to wait?
They should have gotten their whatever they needed out the way.
Yeah, you know what? Nobody gonna wait.
Do you know who owns the rights to his music?
He does.
Because his music is soaring on iTunes.
He owns his own. From what I understand, he owns his own masters and stuff.
I don't know. I haven't even looked.
Because but you said he signed to a major label, so he had to he bought his masters from his label.
Yeah, they had to give them to him. You know, because right now, you know, a lot of these people are signing with labels and they're not giving up their masters. I mean, because they know what it is now. You know what I mean? So a lot of these people are getting signed, and they like, yo, I ain't signing nothing unless I can keep my masters. Period. So.
What was it? Chris Brown was the youngest hold his own masters.
Right.
Talked about that a little while ago.
That ain't nothing but negotiations. That's all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we did. We talked about that. We broke that story. We didn't break it, but we talked about it.
Broke that story.
Chris Brown called me personally. No, he didn't, but it would have been awesome if he did.
He wouldn't have.
What?
He wouldn't have, even if he had your number.
He might have texted me.
Probably not.
Might have put me in a group text.
Just gotta have, his family, man. You know, family, wife, kids, stuff like that, man. You just gotta,
He's married to Lauren London.
Just gotta be,
Got married in a secret ceremony.
No, they were engaged.
No, they were married.
They were engaged.
Totally. They said they were married.
I think they were married.
In a secret.
Could have swore they were
in a secret ceremony.
I think they just got married not too long ago.
Not too long ago in a secret ceremony. Come on, bro.
Yeah, they got married not like, you know what I'm saying?
The ceremony was a secret.
Crazy, bro. It's crazy, man.
So they didn't call you.
It's crazy, bro.
It's sad.
And then even on top of that, they had said that, like I said, when he was the day before, a couple days before, when he was at that video shoot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they had heightened security.
Right, and they said it was something, he was.
He didn't explain it. He just knew. They said that it was, looking back, it was almost like he knew his life might be in danger.
Pac knew his life was going to be in danger. You know what I mean? Like, they know because the people tell them.
Yeah, I mean, you see people change.
Right, it's like, yo, okay, this is what you want to do, and you rocking with us? You can't do that, bro. Not if you rocking with us.
Well, our hearts and prayers go out to
definitely.
Nips.
Did you know he partnered with Emory Jones, Jay-Z's friend, on Paper Planes hats? Did you know that?
No, but that's dope because I got a Paper Planes hat. Hey,
it's a Paper Planes hat collection.
We know.
So yeah,
but I didn't know Nipsey had anything to do with that though. So I was really pumped that I got one.
Been supporting him the whole time.
Right, ipso facto.
On the low.
He's like on the low. I didn't even know.
Feeling good. Like, okay.
He had that for years.
Been down with Nip.
Well, maybe he got no Paper Planes though.
Right. I've been rocking with Nip, B. For real.
On the low. On accident.
Right, by mistake.
Shut up.
By mistake.
Don't matter if it was a mistake.
Now I'm about to get 2 more.
You know I'm definitely about to get 2 more. I got to get a black and white one.
I'll get one. And then I'm going to get one to say rest in peace, Nip, on the back.
The one Nip got, the one that I seen with him with it, we got it, man. We got to hit the crowd. We might have to go to Crenshaw when we go to L.A., man.
Yeah. About that.
All right. Let's see here.
I go by myself, man. That's why. That's why I get cars when I go out of town, bro.
Where you guys want to jump in at? I want to talk about Aunt Becky.
You love Aunt Becky.
I love it because she's going down.
Any plea deal involves jail time.
Right. Any plea deal. They're like, look, you can plead out as low as you want to, but bitch, you go to jail. You and Nurse Jackie, a.k.a. Mrs. Soprano, you're going.
Oh wow, I did. Oh.
That's Felicity Huffman, Mrs. Soprano, Nurse Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's Felicity Huffman. She's going down too. They're going to jail.
So they just got some dumbass kids, and they didn't think that their kids would make it in.
No, look, I'd be like, bro, just go to community college. All right, we're rich.
I don't even think it's about that.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be, bro.
Nope, it's not.
They took her passport.
The reason I say this is not about the kids being stupid. It's more. I think it's more about the parents having money and being able to just do stuff.
Nah, because
the kids didn't know. The kids didn't know though.
Exactly. You're not going to tell your kid, hey, I think you're an idiot, so I'm about to bribe the college to let you in. Nah. So when you open up that mail and you're standing there like, what does it say? Oh, you made it. Oh, my God. You have your child feel that they can actually do things.
It's another part of white privilege, period.
Bro, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
You are right. There is some white
definitely the fact that they feel they could even bribe somebody, and the fact that it got taken.
Well, no, they know they could do it.
Is white privilege.
No, they feel like they could do
the
whatever
average white person doesn't think like that.
Listen, let me tell you something. And this is what Steve Wilkos said on the Breakfast Club. I think last week. He said that he was, some of his people got caught up in it or whatever. But he said at one point in time he was just sitting, eating, chilling, having a just chilling with his other white people friends or whatever.
Other white people.
And one of his friends was into it and was like, "Yo," I guess they were talking about college, and he was like, "Yeah, I get her in $250,000." And Steve Wilkos was like, "What? $250,000? No, nigga, I'm cool." Right? You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to them. So even if your kid wasn't smart, if you sitting down at some table and they like, "Yo, shit, give me $150,000, I'll get them in USC."
But what I'm saying is
that's exactly how a bribe works.
I know,
right? But that's what I'm saying. It ain't got nothing to do with the kids. If
it definitely starts. I'm saying if your kid went through high school getting a 4.0 GPA all the way through.
Oh, well, of course, if they got a 4.0.
Or even a 3.5 or anything respectable.
If I paid your high school
and you're white. Don't forget that. And they're white. So on top of that, they had their shit. You already got one foot in the door because you're white. If you have a halfway decent GPA, your parents aren't even going to think to have to bribe them because you're already going to get in.
Right, but a halfway decent GPA is not 4.0.
Guys,
it's not. It's probably 3.2 and higher.
Guys, let's just be honest with ourselves. Let's just be honest with ourselves. They've been bribing
to get into USC.
Let's be honest. They've been bribing their teachers their whole life.
They might.
You know what I'm saying? This just didn't start with just, hey, I got a brilliant idea.
You're right. At that level,
right? They've been
college level. They definitely were bribing in high school.
Right. They've been doing this all like what? She didn't pay her. She didn't do her homework here.
Mm-hmm. Well, then there should be a high school. What's the name coming out soon? Then too. Then if that's the case.
Come on, man. That goes back. No way. Now you messing with the American institution.
I can see high school letting them get back just because off of their names. If they all went to the same high school,
unless they went to private schools. Private schools.
But they probably did private schools.
Private school, you just get away with like you do something stupid and the parents just make a hefty donation, and then you don't get suspended or anything. The punishment kind of goes away, but you still have to perform. They probably did go to private schools and just paid that.
Right, they've been paying this forever.
They've donated to the
teacher.
To the teacher. No, they donate to the
directly
school.
To the teacher.
No, you donate to the school.
Shit. They direct right to the teacher. 216.
What's up,
259-2062. Jump on in the conversation.
You know
what I'm saying? Hit us with that.
Don't leave, chump.
Wow, this guy's on a roll today. I'm just gonna say that
for real,
man. Talking about
don't be tuning in.
Segue
colleges.
Segue.
Did you hear about? It was horrible. The lady in South Carolina.
Yes.
She thought it was an Uber and got in, and the dude killed her.
Yep, never seen again.
Oh, we got a caller.
We got a caller?
We got a caller.
Okay.
Who is that, Tosh?
I don't know.
What up, fool?
Hello.
Thanks for calling.
Hello.
Hello.
You answered the phone like it was a regular call.
I forgot.
I'm like, everybody like, hello.
It's on a regular phone.
Oh, okay, so y'all had went to the other line. I was thinking, you going to do the 440 number, so I was waiting for that, but you kept saying 216, so I had to wait because you kept saying it one time and I couldn't grab it.
Oh, I'm sorry, but it is 216-259-2062.
Our queen is called in.
The queen.
Hey, what y'all doing? I've been in the conversation listening. I see y'all been giving niggas history lessons today.
A little bit.
We try how we do.
Beautiful thing.
Work it on.
So what's your views on the Nipsey Hussle murder, Tosh?
Well, you know how I feel. I just feel like it's just another way for them to keep us away from knowledge that we should have. Like I said, he was trying to build bigger things for the community, so for them to take him out, it's other people that could be gone. And they always choose the ones that positive.
You stupid. She gonna say it's other people that could be gone.
Really, Tosh? There's other people that could be gone.
Wow, that was just like she just invited people to murder. Like there's other people who should have been murdered.
I got a list.
Let me get the top 3 on the list of the others.
No, don't say that on the radio, sweetheart.
I don't want to say it on the radio.
Thank you. Anybody could, right. Yeah, tell us who you want to murder on the radio.
I mean, not say she was gonna murder him. But Tosh, did you hear about the? We were just talking about the The lady the student in South Carolina who got in the Uber and it wasn't an Uber.
Yeah, and then was killed or something like that.
You ever seen it again?
Yeah.
Dude killed her.
Crazy.
Because they said that on the security, right? She was waiting outside the bar. Dude pull up like he the Uber driver. She get in the back seat. Never seen again. And then I think her real Uber pulled up like a little bit after that. Like,
but how did she not check the app? Like, was she, you know?
Bruh, I've done that. I've done that several times. Like, pulled up to pick somebody up, and somebody just walk up to my car like,
yeah, me too.
I'm like, yeah, what are you doing? They're like, you're not my Uber. I'm like, nah, bruh.
I've never done that. I always look at the phone and see what kind of car it is and look at the license plate, look at the picture. I stand there and go, John?
Somebody got the Uber for you, though.
Right, thank you, Mr. Responsibility.
I mean, I don't let people get Ubers for me.
I'm not that irresponsible.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll walk if I have to. Like, I'm not letting nobody get no Uber for me.
No, but that's I mean, unfortunately, that is hopefully that because this is something that we always thought was a possibility.
And the fact that he wasn't an Uber driver, Uber dodged a bullet.
Exactly.
But what kills me is like, before when we were growing up, like getting in the car with a perfect stranger
was wrong.
Was awful.
Now you could not heard of.
Right now it's okay. Now this is totally cool. So it's acceptable. Like,
as long as you got a cash app, you can get my car.
You're gonna have to see the truck though. Okay? Tasha got that strap under the seat. That's what Tasha ain't playing with him.
CW's ready.
Tasha ain't playing with him. You get in her whip, you liable to get found dead.
Like, hey, don't try nothing. Won't be nothing.
Exactly. Just trying to get you where you need to go.
Tasha, what you doing today? What you into?
Right now, I'm trying to twist my son's hair. He got a game today, so just had a full day. Never made it to the barbershop, so we're trying to make something happen.
Okay. This is playoffs?
No, this is actually he's playing with the school that he's gonna be playing for in the fall. So Lake Erie. They have
shoot!
Yeah, so.
Dope! Congratulations, dope.
Tell him we said good luck.
The who? Oh, this is AAU. I'm lying.
Right, I was about to say this is AAU probably.
Right, AAU.
Looking at the time of year.
Look at John. He looked at his watch like, what?
This is basketball dad, okay?
I don't know anything. You're right. I don't know nothing.
You don't, even though
you said you're not a basketball dad.
Right, you're not a basketball dad. I'll see you at the meetings.
You shoot at the gym. I ain't never seen you shoot at the gym.
Oh, he don't be at the gym. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll let you twist up. Thank you for calling in. Call back if we say something crazy. Come check us if we have to. If Al gets out of control.
Definitely. I'll keep listening, though. All right. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, Tosh.
Thank you. Love you, sweetheart.
Love y'all, too. Bye.
Bye.
That was the queen of the Smartalecs giving us a call. And you look like that dude who was singing that song, bro. Don't he?
Yes, he does.
If you had on one of those hats.
Yeah, a little African hat.
Right. Oh my God, bro. That's what we do. You should be for Halloween.
With the tassels.
If you should be him for Halloween, bro.
Tassels.
With the tassels.
Oh my God, you win every costume contest.
Yeah.
The tassels.
You guys want to talk about a boycott?
Nope.
I want to talk about a boycott.
Hell no.
We talking about a boycott.
This is like the third week in a row we have to boycott some shit. What are we boycotting now?
We are boycotting the Bel Air Hotel.
Nigga, we can't boycott shit we never been to.
Right, hold on. This is the Beverly Hills. This is the Beverly Hills Hotel in L.A. In Beverly Hills, and Hotel Bel Air in L.A. is owned by the Sultan of Brunei. His kingdom passed a law that it is legal to stone gays in the streets. What the hold on? You just said it like it was like free Christmas or something, like Christmas every day.
You better keep that shit in the house.
It sounds like they can drag you out into the streets and stone you.
This is in where is
it's in a place where they have sultans. So it's Middle East.
Egyptian,
but look what probably close to Saudi Arabia. Look what he owns. He owns 7 more hotels across Europe and Italy.
We already said, whoa, but he's the Sultan?
He's the Sultan. He runs the country. I have all the money.
In the entire country. That's messed up. That's horrible.
He said, "Yo, drag." He said, "You can stone them." That means
You better move.
Do you know the
Bro.
Do you know what year that's like? That's like
What you mean?
That's
What?
like 1800s, 1700s. Like
That's ridiculous. Like
Just anybody getting stoned nowadays
like
is ridiculous.
Two people holding hands walking down the street do not deserve to be stoned to death.
In Brunei, they do. Or Brunini, or wherever they're at.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I wonder what is everyone does everyone feel that way? You know what I mean? Like, is it just him who feels that way?
No, it's a lot of people who feel that way. Best believe it is.
No. Time out. What I'm saying is, over in wherever Brunini
I'm
is
telling
at,
you, yes.
Is it a democracy or is it?
It is. I run the country. I am the
Right,
sultan.
it sounds like a dictatorship more than likely.
So what I'm saying is, if other people don't feel that way, who's doing the stoning? Like, is he gonna have the?
You feel
There's other people that feel that way.
You feel
bro.
that way because I feel that way because I told you that's how you feel.
Nah, people don't just. I mean, some do, but not everybody just lives blindly like
Okay.
that.
Do you live there?
Listen, it's not.
Do you
listen,
live blindly like that?
On the weekends, only on the weekends.
Look,
in
the bottom line is, we, the United States of America, we are one of the only countries that actually, think this stuff is cool. The homosexuality and things of that nature. That's a European mentality. That's something that came from Europe. You know what I mean? That's not something that came from Africa.
Hot button.
It's not something that came from, wherever they're at. That's something that came from Europe. You know what I mean? They could take that shit back to Europe. All the gays could live in Europe, in my opinion.
Jump in the conversation if you feel that. So you're in favor of stoning gays in the street?
Yes.
Okay, so give us a call if you want to debate with Al about
I know they
stoning
get
gays.
mad at stoning women, stoning gays in the street when they used to stone. What was it? Christians? They used to stone a lot of people in the streets back in the day.
Used to is the key word.
Okay, bro,
here.
you're talking about biblical
I'm
times.
talking about
Exactly.
2019 right now.
In biblical times, homosexuality was unheard of. It
wasn't
sin.
unheard of, but
It was considered a sin. In the Bible, it was considered a
people
sin.
still consider it a sin now in the Bible. It's still the Bible didn't change.
Exactly.
He said there wasn't a new copy.
Right?
So the Bible didn't change.
I mean,
And this country is built off. Wait a minute, this country is built off of Christianity, really, for real. You know what I'm saying? Majority of people in this country are Christians. So you could probably go as far as to say the majority of people in this country don't rock with gays like that.
Correct, but I'm also saying the majority of people in this country aren't going to pick up a half-ton boulder and throw it at someone as they're walking down the street.
No, I mean, you gotta. So they could just throw just random stones at them if they catch them walking down the street. That's awesome.
That's Jesus.
That is awesome. Oh my God, I'll have a ball. I would be out that with a handful of rocks.
What if you mistake somebody as a homosexual who is not a homosexual? You just assumed he was, and
Well, how would I do that? Like, how do you mistake somebody for homosexual?
Your gaydar's off.
My gaydar is usually not off, but how would you? That's what I'm saying. Like you just said, if you see two men walking down the street holding hands,
okay, how about this?
bow, I'm hitting their ass with a rock.
How about this? How about this? I just accuse you.
If it's two girls walking down,
if I just accuse you,
you can't accuse. How? What am I doing gay?
No, if I just accuse somebody,
What am I doing gay though?
But
how
no,
can you accuse me of doing something?
No.
You don't have any proof that I've done anything.
What I'm saying is, it's public opinion. So if I just keep saying it like that dude is gay, eventually somebody's gonna hit him with a rock.
Whatever, dude. Then I'm hit your ass back with a rock because I'm be like, I ain't gay. Bow, and hit you back. So
Guys just stone at each other,
Right.
stone throw to the death.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, we've been throwing stones in America for a while. We skip rocks, all that shit. So, I mean,
This is real life. This is his views. Bow. Wow. That was okay.
Bow.
Okay, let's switch gears. Bow. You want to switch
that's
gears?
what it's gonna be.
You want to switch gears because do you want this to switch gears? Because this one.
What you thought I was gonna be like? Oh no, that's not. No, keep your ass in the house and don't be gay.
No. You know that young lady? I can't pronounce her first name. I'm not even gonna lie. I'll just call her Miss Lee. She was a lady in Texas who was assaulted on camera.
La Dajanique. Dejanique.
Okay, thank you. Close.
Get their ass with a rock.
Well, she broke the gentleman who assaulted her. She broke his truck window, the back window, after the assault, and she's been charged with a felony.
That felony has been dropped, bro.
They dropped it?
Yeah.
Why?
What you mean? Why?
Why?
Because he assaulted her.
Because of public outcry.
Yeah, and they marched on her ass.
That's the only reason they dropped it. It wasn't because that was the right thing to do. If it was the right thing to do, they wouldn't have charged her.
Exactly.
They marched on her ass.
Because
they was marching on their ass.
He had lower charges, and public outcry made them put more charges on him.
What this is?
But I still don't think he got a felony.
Look, I'm just saying. Whoever's idea was like, all right, whoever dropped that felony was like, whoever said it, like, it was an idea, is the biggest dick in the world. Like, yo, all right, she did break his window. He was hitting her with some mean uppercuts. But, she did break his window. Let's take her down. Johnson, get the paperwork going.
Yeah, I mean, she's black. And it's clear that I guess everybody was racist in the situation. It sounds like
flat out. Right, because like, how do you even
the dude beat her for nothing? Like over, I think it all stemmed from a
parking dispute.
She took a spot that he was going to pull in or something. Mind you, he got out the car and first thing he did was grab his gun. Like that's hey, you took my parking spot, gun in hand. Like what? And he just got off. Or he just a little $10,000 bond, I think it was.
Well, he got 15 because he paid $1,500 to get out, so it's $15,000.
It was originally 10, so the couple extra charges, like we'll throw an extra
$5,000. Yeah, let him out.
You got $1,500, right?
Well, I mean, I'm
happy they dropped it though.
Right. Yeah, when did they drop it?
They must have just dropped it.
Dropped it the other day. Dropped it like yesterday. I'm
pretty
sure I seen it.
Yeah,
yesterday maybe. But yeah, they dropped that shit, son.
You know who else got dropped? Nelly got his charges dropped in the UK.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Dropping charges on Nelly.
Because it was ridiculous. This whole story. What? And look, this is just a question I got for everybody.
Not for everybody.
Why do all these sexual assault charges for celebrities always open up with the dude like forcibly masturbating?
Yeah, that was.
Like they just open it up like, all right, I'm about to jack off.
You know why?
Why?
Because they feel that's the easy way to win some money because, I don't have to have any DNA to prove or anything like that. He didn't penetrate me, so I could just say he masturbated and then they'll give me some money. No. I mean, come on, like.
Threw lotion on her shirt.
Right, like he just walked in the room, closed the door, unzipped and just started jerking off. Like, all right,
like look
me in the eyes.
Like I never, like that's right. That's in my opinion, that ain't even nothing to even report to anybody. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Jesus Christ, bro. What do you mean?
I'm just saying, like, if a man is masturbating, you can get up and leave. Like unless you're chained to a chair or something of that nature.
He might be standing in front of the door.
So what?
In a football stance. With a hunchback. His legs are spread, shoulder width.
Listen, man.
His shoulder width apart legs.
I don't care.
He's bent at the knees, and he is working.
Get up out of there. That's the whole discrepancy with all this nonsense is that you guys are talking about a man pulling out his penis to masturbate. That means that he's not holding you down. That means he has one hand that's doing something right now, personally. So what, he's going to hold you back with one hand? Bitch, walk out. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's BS. That's nonsense. I'm jacking off, so that means I only got one hand free, bro. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do? So hold on.
It's probably your offhand too. No. It's probably your. It's
definitely my offhand. Right, definitely not my good hand.
My good hand's busy.
Right.
Wait a minute. Wait, stop. Where you going?
Right. Hold on. Wait. Stop. I'm not there yet. No, man. That's
not strong with
that's just too much, man. That's too much.
I give him my left.
Ow, my shoulder.
And a lot of them, you know what, and the majority of them that I see that are getting dropped, all those ones are the ones where they're like, he came in and masturbated. They're like, come on. You ain't got you got any video.
I feel what you're saying, but not even on a note that deep. It's the concept of how, unless you're rock hard, ready to go. That's a process. So you mean to tell me that
right, exactly.
They just sat there like
let me get some
Are
lotion.
You done?
You lotion?
Are you finished so I can leave?
Right.
Hold on. It takes a minute to get the engine started. Hold on. There it is. There it's going.
I bet you sometimes they hear these charges that get brought up against them and they just go, "This? Are you guys serious?
Right. Like
this is the best you could come up with." I don't even know that girl.
Right, like, and then I think
masturbated in
I
front
think
of
this
me.
young lady said he tried to force his penis in her mouth. Like, you were sitting there and you're like, he's like, and you're like, no.
Right. Got your lips puffing and
And it
shit.
said she didn't want to participate in the hearing anymore. She probably just was like, you know what? I can't get my story straight. I'm done.
I didn't think you guys
we
were
could
going
drop this.
Right.
I thought he would settle this out of court, and
That's what it be.
Yeah.
They be thinking that they're just gonna be like, all right, here, give us some money, and then they be like, bitch, we going to court. They be like, oh, you know what?
What you mean?
We'll just drop it. You know.
What you mean court?
Right. What? I got to pay. Huh?
Wait a minute.
Nah.
Wait, like I need a lawyer, or this is just like traffic court?
Right.
Like, is this a magistrate type of deal? Like,
I didn't know.
Is there like a jury?
I'm not.
But
doing
speaking
that.
of cases, though.
What's that?
Speaking of cases,
Everybody's got them.
Kodak Black.
Oh my dude, Kodak Black. He is one of the absolute worst human beings on our planet.
I think he is by far. Like, he takes the cake. I think that's the only person that we all agree is a shitty person.
I thought Tekashi 6ix9ine was a douche,
Dirtbag.
but this guy takes the douchebag crown. Like,
Right.
he is like the captain of the douche team.
He's the captain, the star player,
Right? He's
the coach.
He is
the
it.
GM.
Yo, he's got to turn in blood and saliva. So you know and they're gonna compare it to the samples that was found on the victim.
Yep.
He's going down. That's it.
I'm surprised they didn't make him take a mouth mold
Oh,
because he bitter.
oh yeah, he better. Yep, you're absolutely right. He's going down. And when you go
That's why
down,
they're getting the saliva though.
he's going down for how long?
Probably a long time. Because he just got out, didn't he? Not long ago. So I'm sure. Oh yeah, he's going away. He might see R. Kelly in there.
Well, look what he did, bro. And she was in high school. She was in high school. She was a high school student that he sexually assaulted. He bit her. He forcibly performed oral sex on her. I don't even know how that's possible, but he forced that on. He did that.
No, they said she said he physically held her down.
Why would you hold somebody down to do that? You could just ask around, and I bet you if you ask 10 ladies, somebody's going to say, oh, all right.
Look at his mouth. They probably all say no. Like, he looks like he bites.
He looks like a biter.
He just looks like he
looks smelly to me
like
all
he
the
just
time.
bites his friends. Like, he just, he daps up his dudes and bites
dust
him on
comes
the
off?
neck. Like,
Oh, that's disgusting.
that's just how he looks. He looks like a biter. Like, I wouldn't trust him around anyone.
I wouldn't trust. I wouldn't trust him like in the studio with him, anywhere with him. I wouldn't. He's not a trustworthy.
Kodak Black is going to jail.
For an extremely long time.
Period. Okay. And all that stuff he be talking on Instagram, he need to get off of Instagram and start getting into the Bible. Probably need to start getting into some holistic healing. Start working out more because he's gonna be gone for a while. So he needs to get his bit together. Make sure he got some money put up for his food boxes. Because he's going to be in there for a minute, pimp.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
You out here biting and raping women? Like, what the fuck is wrong? I mean, excuse me.
Wow, Jesus.
I mean, that's just how I feel. Like, what? Like, that is ridiculous. And then for you to be out here rapping, talking about, I'm hot, boy. If you don't get your vocabulary together and go back to school and get your GED or something.
He did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he got it when he was in jail the
it.
first time.
He bought that.
He got it when he was in jail the first time?
Yeah. He
ain't used it.
He came back and that was like, he had tried to.
So wait a minute, he went to jail one time, but he still had that other case, right?
He got out and that's when the other case kind of started up.
Okay.
And then he came out at first and he was saying he was doing better and he got his GED and then things just kind of.
Right, then they was like, wait, what about this?
Just kind of went off.
What about this rape? Like what?
It was after the interview, the Breakfast Club, where he went off and left.
Oh yeah.
Or was that the Breakfast Club? No,
that was Ebro.
That was Ebro,
yeah.
And he walked off after that. That's when he started kind of going off the deep end.
Oh yeah, that's the one everybody got
Because
mad at me about.
he's going to jail.
Then did you see the video? He was on Instagram Live and ran into somebody got into a car accident. And like he got out and he was like, y'all cool? And the girl's like, are you Kodak Black? And the one chick's like, can you call the police? He's like, oh, I'm not going to call the police, but they call the police. Somebody else will call. I'm not going to call the police. I just stopped to make sure y'all was cool. I was like, this feels.
I hate him.
Yeah, like he like, I just want to make sure y'all was cool. Like it didn't really do anything. Just kind of stood there with his Instagram.
I want to get him off my show.
Instagram Live.
We're done with Kodak Black.
Let's talk about some sponsors.
Let's get some hot spots.
Hot spots.
Hot spots.
We call it Kodak Black Pig Pen 2019.
Thank you.
Where are the crickets?
Dirty
Pig Pen 2019.
Pig Pen 2019.
2019.
Pig Pen 2K19. So we got Wiggins Construction Home
Yes,
Improvement.
for your home
for all
improvement
your
needs.
improvement needs. 440-731-4654. Then we got Keycon Graphics.
Keycon Graphics.
216-346-8185. Our
Yes.
very own Grieber machine tool at
Grieber machine.
440-332-3685. And then we got Kev with the lube supply. Hit him up. 330-813-2035. Make sure you ask for Kevin.
Lube.
And then we got Detroit Auto Parts, 2 locations, west side, 216-398-7373, and the east side at 216-531-7373. You will receive 10% discount when you mention Red Light Radio, so get your cars fixed, people.
All right, we're going to talk about our first ever Red Line Radio Draft Party Thursday, April 25th at Scoreboards 10333 Northfield Road. We'll be there 5 p.m. till midnight, breaking down every pick. Hope to see you there. Come out and support your team and Scoreboards. If you tell them you're there with Red Line Radio, you'll receive 10% off of your food bill. Call in, join the conversation at 216-259-2062. That was 216-259-2062 for those people who didn't catch it the first time. You're on with the Smartalecs Podcast. We got my man Double A. We got Young Professor in the building, of course, me.
Make sure
John.
you check us out at thesmartalecs.com.
www.
One-stop shop.
W.
You can check the
There's-
Instagram, all the videos we got.
Everything.
You can listen to the podcast
Everything.
from there. So check us out.
Everything. You know who pregnant?
Yeah.
Amber Rose.
I don't even know the dude she's with.
Man, you
Def
never
Jam
heard,
executive.
you never heard of
Oh, is he?
Alexander Edwards?
I didn't know if he was an artist or.
He's a high profile. What does he work at? Def Jam. Are they still a record label?
She
Yeah.
got her one. She got her one.
She been had one, right? Ain't what's his name? Her baby daddy.
Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
I was about to say Waka Flocka, but
No.
Wiz Khalifa.
Well, they take care of. I don't even think Wiz pays. I'm pretty sure that he takes care of his kid equally.
Well, Jesus Christ, he's pretty rich, right?
Oh,
he
yeah,
made that
both of
movie
them
with
are.
Snoop.
Yeah.
That the Academy Award winning movie he made with Snoop
You
Dogg.
could count that in, I guess.
Why is everybody so quiet? Amber Rose is pregnant. Everybody should be happy, jumping for
Give
joy.
a flying thingamajigam.
Jesus.
On to the next topic.
Well, no, I want to talk about Amber Rose and her belly bump.
I don't.
I do.
Who cares?
Well, he could talk about it by himself. Go ahead, bro.
Why?
you gotta
Wow, you
say?
guys are jerks. No, I'm not going to talk about it now.
Talk
'cause
about it, man.
I'm not going to just talk about Amber Rose baby bump by myself, but it is an amazing thing. Let's talk about the White House
What about it?
because we talk about white people. Let's talk about the White House.
What we talking
Segue.
about?
Well, Trisha Newbold has blown the whistle on the Trump administration. I couldn't say that word. Administration. They overturned 25 security denials. That means you applied for security clearance for the White House and you were denied because of something in your background. But they was like, nah, they cool. But you know who vets you? Like Homeland Security and the FBI put you through the background check and they said, nah. And then Donald Trump was like, nah, let them in, they cool. Like you would at a party.
He's with me. He's cool.
Yeah,
He's
he cool. No, he cool. So, he's maybe
on the road to impeachment.
he won't get impeached, but he might after he's out of office get in trouble for some of the stuff he's
They
done.
said he still might get impeached. They said because
He'll never get impeached.
the information at the Mueller report where they were talking about at first they were saying, oh, it's not really too much in the report that's
It's damning.
They just didn't read it through.
they said, man, everything in that report is damning. Like everything in that report is to say it's crazy. So they're saying that he might get impeached, but
The
we'll
impeachment
see.
process takes forever. So
Right,
it would stretch it to the next election. He just wouldn't win. He wouldn't get impeached.
Right, he's not going to get impeached. Trust me.
Well, anyways, with old girl though, one thing that she was dope about Trisha Newbold is that she actually showed up for work the next day after she told on everybody.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
And so, like, everything was good. Like, yeah, I snitched on you. Oh, got you, Bill.
I wonder.
Bobby, told on your ass, too.
She didn't even want to be anonymous. She's like, yeah,
No.
I did it, and I'm going to go to work and tell him I did it.
Bro, she was a picture of her. Like, her employee picture was in the article. Like,
Right.
I did this. This was me.
So like, do you want us to put a picture? Yeah, I got a great one. Use
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah, I got this headshot I did at Fashion Specs.
This is the one on my badge.
It's my badge photo. It's really good. It's really good lighting.
Yeah.
So he will not go down. This is just another charge against him.
He doesn't give a shit.
No, not at all. But you know who does give a shit?
Like they said, Trump didn't even plan on winning. Like he was gonna win.
No, he didn't.
So
And the further he got, he was just like, oh, shit.
right, like damn man, I'm about to win for real. Like I ain't trying to win for real.
It's
Do I
like,
gotta
was
stop working? Like,
what do I got to do when I get there?
I can play golf, right?
What's up with my connection, man?
Is there something? Is there food there?
Oh, yeah. Anything you want, man.
Okay, I'll show it then. I'll show it.
Like,
I'll show it. Kentucky Fried Chicken all the way.
Popeye's on Tuesdays.
What's up with my internet?
What's up with Jesse?
They said that well, nothing's up with Jesse, but they said that him getting off could impact Sir Robert Kelly.
Because they said it's going to be hard to find a friendly plea deal with the public being so outraged that Jesse got off so free. So now if R. Kelly was to slide out with like one of those slaps on the wrist, like, look, man, we told you quit messing with them girls. Now go out there, Fonzarelli.
Once again, he is not on trial for little girls. He's on trial for sexual assault to adults. So he is he's probably not going to jail.
I don't even think we'll hear. He won't even. There won't be any court this year. This R. Kelly thing won't even start.
No,
up
it'll
for
go
real
through.
till
It'll go through the summer.
2020.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah, it'll go through
Like
the summer.
February
And he won't go to jail.
2020 is when there'll be the court date.
I was I was watching Dave Chappelle his last stand up, and he was talking about how torn a person would be. He's like, just think about it. I think he said something about just sing "I Believe I Can Fly" while taking a piss, and see how fucking extravagant that shit sounds. Like, I believe I can fly. What? I'm pissing. I was like, you are retarded, bro.
Dave Chappelle's hilarious.
It is retarded.
He's hilarious.
But I don't know
Right.
if that's a majestic PP song.
He's like, you believe it's a majestic song, period, bro. It's I believe I can fly.
It's majestic.
Period. I don't care what you sing it to.
Niggas jumped out the window of that.
I believe, man, listen.
Please stop hitting that note. I'm just gonna put that out there. You have to stop.
Tell me to stop, motherfucker.
I have to stop.
I'll do what I want to do.
I know, but we are stopping you because
I believe.
while we're staying on the political topics, Joe Biden has been deemed Creepy Joe for some of his inappropriate, like office behavior.
Old man things.
Yeah, like the forehead kiss and the rub noses, like Eskimos.
Well, what's his name did that to? Well, not to that extent, but did you see? Old dude did that to Beyonce. Omari.
Oh yeah, he wanted to. Like
he kissed her on the cheek. He kissed her on the cheek,
he
and
set
then
that up.
And then he went
number
again
promo.
and tried to, but almost like on the lips, and you could tell Beyonce was uncomfortable with it. But yeah, Joe Biden, I just think of him as like that old guy, like.
Right. I don't think he was trying to like
I
be
don't think he
creepy,
was-
like a cop a feel,
Yeah, it was just like,
like grandpa type of
kiss
stuff.
on the cheek type thing. But then they were saying that the chick said she accused him of touching her shoulder and like grabbing her shoulder inappropriately. And then they found a picture at a rally with her grabbing his shoulder. And they were like, this is the same woman that says he's grabbing her shoulder. Look at her grabbing his. Is this wrong? Because this is what he did. So I was like, I mean, I feel like
think this might be sensationalized. Trying to
Joe.
Right, they're trying to bring down Creepy Joe. Like, come on, man. I touched her shoulder. Some of the things I've done at some jobs would be deemed that if touching shoulders was wrong, that would be a perversion of what I've done.
Like if touching a shoulder is deemed sexual harassment, I'm sorry. Like I've hey, question. Like,
Yeah,
You better stop touching shoulders, bro.
right. You could go down. No more shoulder touches, ladies.
no touching shoulders.
At work.
You can't listen. with the Me Too movement, and it's unfortunate, but with the Me Too movement, man,
right? You can't even grab a booty like you used to at work.
I knew that's exactly where I was going with that.
I'm just saying, what I'm saying is
grab titties or nothing. What do we go to work for?
First off, I didn't say all that.
Anyway,
I didn't say all that. Right? I didn't say nothing about grabbing anything. Okay.
But
what I am saying is that with the Me Too movement, it has become, and I mean, a lot of other, now I'm not gonna say artists, but a lot of other men in the industry and things of that nature have also stated, because I mean, we can even go to the issue with Aziz Ansari when the chick was like, she lightweight tried to make it sound like he was gonna rape her or whatever, but she was saying like, oh, I was in his house and we was she didn't call it rape, but you know what I'm saying, it was like y'all had a date, y'all went back to his house, whatever y'all was doing. And then, you felt uncomfortable or whatever the case may be. And I guess, she left or whatever. But after the fact, like, she didn't tell him that she felt any type of way. After the fact, she leaves and then she's telling the press, like, oh, yeah, I'm with Izzy. And then, you know what I mean? And it makes him look like, I'm like, oh, you out here.
Like he attacked this woman.
Right, you out here attacking women. And then he had to actually clarify himself and tell his side of the story. Like, yo, we were just on a date. I didn't, we didn't do nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the fact of the matter is with Me Too, as soon as you cry wolf, whether it's true or not, you're already going to be thrown under the bus as, oh, he's a rapist and he's
exactly.
He's that.
They're going to get settled in court, or if they know they did something or they don't want to get it to court, they pay out of court. And that's, like we said earlier, that's basically what everybody wants.
Right.
A lot of people are making false accusations.
Exactly.
Just to get a quick buck.
And that's messing the Me Too. That's what's making the Me Too movement kind of, because
what's hurting it.
It waters it down.
What did Roseanne Barr said something about the Me Too movement?
She said if they stayed, they was some hoes. You just stayed because you was a hoe. You liked it. And
so I mean,
in theory, like you said, Matt Lauer had a button on his desk that locked his door.
Right. That's different.
So that's Harvey Weinstein, and a lot of them were doing things to people. Like, they were in power, exactly.
Right,
they were in power, and the person that they were prying upon was not, and they were trying to make it to a certain level. So, just getting up and leaving doesn't always. They can't always do it. A lot of women feel they can't always do it, especially when it's the Matt Lauer and Harvey Weinstein cases. But some of these about the rappers and. It's just getting out of control. But I do think people crying wolf is hurting the Me Too movement, because there is a lot of people who are doing terrible things, and when people lie about it and they just want a quick buck, it starts
because
making everybody look bad.
like for instance, like Joe Biden in 2014, the lady said he kissed her on the forehead or the head, like kissed her hair, in 2014.
No, he said he smelled her hair.
Or whatever it was.
No, that's great.
Well, hold on. So let's do this. It took you 5 years. You were that damaged for 5 years from this guy smelling your hair? Come on, man. This guy grabbed your neck and made you rub noses in 2004, and you're just now bringing that up? Like, I would have immediately said, Joe, you're out of line, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't just grab me and make me rub noses with you like Eskimos.
What is this?
Like what are we doing here, man? I'm here for a damn rally and pass out these flyers and I'm rubbing noses with you.
Give me your Eskimo kiss.
Right. Come on.
She's like, what's that? And he grabs her neck and does it.
Right. That's come on. Like, those things can be.
That's probably how it happened.
Right. Those things can be handled right then. Like, Joe, you out of line, man.
Yeah, what is wrong with you, bro? Don't touch me.
Right. You can't be grabbing on my neck.
Yeah.
But this is not like Joe locking the door, blocking the door, beating his meat. Look into my eyes. You can't look. You can't stare. You got to stare at me. You know what I'm saying? That's a totally different scenario.
You gotta stare at me.
That's a totally different Joe.
Right, that's a totally different Joe. So with that being said, Creepy Joe, I still hope you get elected because you was with
Creepy Joe.
I still might vote for you
with us, bro.
If you legalize it, I might vote for you. So with that being said, Molly Mall. He's an old school rapper, Rodney.
I know who he is.
Oh, I thought we would have to explain who Molly Mall was.
No, he was on Love and Hip Hop and he got arrested.
Well, he got arrested on air, and guess what? They raided his house in a search for illegal exotic animals and being part of a human trafficking ring in Nevada. Yes! No charge. His lawyer said these charges are bogus, but a monkey was seized on his property. There is documentation of him bringing a monkey to the Ace of Diamonds strip club for some reason. I don't know why you would bring a monkey to a strip club, but it could only be fun. And he
My
gifted,
monkey's gonna throw the money
Right.
tonight, girl.
right, my monkey want to see your monkey.
Hey, you and my monkey gonna have a climbing competition.
Right, we're going to watch my monkey on the pole, and we're going to watch you on the pole.
Whoever climbs the Raptors faster gets the money.
Right, come on, man. What are you bringing a monkey around? And he gave Justin Bieber a monkey.
He got
and,
in trouble for that. Bieber years ago, he took it to Germany or somewhere.
and left it. He left it there.
They wouldn't let him bring it back.
So he was like, peace out. I didn't buy that.
They let him in with it. They're like, oh yeah, come on in. And then they're like, wait a minute. Where did you get this monkey from?
Molly Mall.
Oh, nah, bro.
He was like, great monkeys of America.
So I got this from Walmart.
This is a drug monkey. We taking it.
I got it from the Monkey Owl in Walmart. And he gave me my ocelot.
Isn't that one of those, it's like a cat almost.
Yeah, it's like, it looks like a giant house cat.
Yeah, but it's not. It eats meat.
Right, well, yeah.
Yeah.
When I said a giant house cat, like it looks like it's the size of a dog, but it looks like a house cat.
I think I'd want a Black Panther, not an ocelot.
Well, for one, I don't want this Molly Mall. Like hey, boy, I got something for you, man. Well, what you got, Molly? I got this monkey. I don't want that.
We're gonna brush over the fact that he had exotic animals and human trafficking.
Right,
like
you know,
bringing in monkeys and women. We got a crazy one today. Like the police just gearing up for it. Like, all right, so he has exotic animals. I know he has at least 3 meat-eating cats, and he has a couple monkeys. Oh yeah, and there's little girls in the basement. There's human trafficking going on as well.
Right.
They're not little girls, correct? I'm sorry, but he's got women locked up in the basement.
So yeah, he's full spectrum. He's doing everything. He's import, export.
So we need the Marines and a zookeeper.
Right. What are we doing? Like, how do you even get into that business?
I don't know how you do both.
Right, like, well, you bring
That's
in.
wild.
They probably was like, "Hey, Mom, man, we seen how you get the monkeys in the country. That's awesome."
How you think about people?
Right, you think you get some people in the country?
You know, I got a truck coming in. It has 3 monkeys, 2 parrots, an ocelot, and 3 girls.
Can you do it? Can you handle it?
Yeah, I got it.
Can you handle that action?
Fly it right to Vegas.
Man, I'm serious. Oh my God, that's it.
I think
Monkeys.
Vegas is one of the few states though you can have exotic animals.
Yeah, I think so.
Or not Vegas, Nevada. I said
But-
Vegas.
Come on, man. He gives these as gifts. Like I said, do you want somebody to gift you a monkey?
I wouldn't be mad.
Okay. At first, it's probably like, oh, I got a monkey.
Yeah, it'd
Then
be
like
pretty dope.
6 months later, it's like, man, I got a monkey.
Not if it's like trained. You know?
Right. I don't want a monkey sitting on my shoulder, like picking on me.
No, he would have his own little space. Like he would be.
No,
another
he's going to jump on
individual.
me. He's going to jump on me.
No, bro, he's not.
He's like he's an individual.
He is. He's like a little. You know,
He's
he
a monkey.
He can carry shit.
He's a monkey.
He could go grab me
At the
something
end
to
of the
drink.
day, yeah, you could probably be like Chi-Chi, go get me soda.
Chi-Chi.
and Chi-Chi go get you a soda, but
Yeah.
eventually Chi-Chi's gonna want some love, and Chi-Chi's gonna want to hug you and sit on you and do that monkey stuff. Because
No.
at the end of the day, Chi-Chi is still a monkey.
And that's when Chi-Chi goes in the cage and I go home.
Right, and okay, you keep depriving it. You're gonna deprive the monkey of affection. It's gonna get mad and tear your nose and lips off or something.
That's why he sleeps in the cage, so he could never get that chance. As soon
Nah,
as I
man.
get tired, Chi-Chi's going in the cage.
Fuck Chi-Chi.
Thank you, but we can't say that word.
Sorry. My fault.
It is your fault.
Hey, what was that South Park where they put a buzzer in the nigga's neck, and every time he said the F word, it would.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we go get
That's
for
what we
Al.
do for
Hey,
Al.
normally you're not even that bad with it, but you're just awful with it today.
Man, shut up.
Britney Spears checked into a mental hospital because of people like you.
No one
Because
cares.
of people like you.
What do you mean no one cares? Everybody cares about Britney, bitch. It's Britney, bitch. Does she still say that?
No, she probably says, I'm Britney mental institute.
Oh my God.
Why would you say that?
I don't know, but it was
Because she's
awfully,
taking it to a mental
awfully.
institute.
Oh my
So
God.
I'm just thinking she's mental.
she's probably just crazy.
She's dealing with some
She
issues
probably-
from her father's
She probably
illness.
laughs like Kawhi Leonard.
She's probably
She this is so bad.
she thinks she's on tour with the Spice Girls, probably. Christina Aguilera.
Well, you guys just go roast Britney Spears for having mental health issues?
Bro, who cares?
Everybody does. I told you it's Britney, bitch.
John.
Britney has the money to pay for her mental health, so
She just needed a break. She doesn't
Thank you, Kawhi.
That's
Allen.
bro. That's just what people say when people get famous. They say they're going to rehab just to get a break from life and not see people for 90 days. It's probably a big ass party. Wendy Williams is going to be there.
How do you know? Are you in these circles?
Wendy Williams.
Yeah,
definitely gonna be there.
Square. That's
Right.
how.
Right.
Big
No,
it
you're
is.
not. No, you're not. I would appreciate it if you stop lying.
I'm not lying. You don't know what they do.
I definitely do.
Bro, I'm
You
just
don't know
saying.
what they do, chump.
I do the research.
Out
Shut
of-
up, Al.
Out of nowhere, Britney
Jump.
Spears goes to the mental institution.
I told you
All
what
right.
it was for.
What is it for, John?
Jesus.
She's going to Arkham Asylum.
No, Arkham Asylum is not real because Gotham City is not real. I keep telling you that is not New York.
She has colon intestines
No.
issues.
She's distraught over her father's illness, which is colon and intestinal.
Isn't her father the Joker?
No, I told you. We've had this discussion off air many times, Al.
That Britney Spears'
No.
father is not the Joker?
No, that Gotham City is not a real place, and Batman does not exist.
Gotham City is real, though.
It is not New York.
It's parts of... Yeah, there's a part in New York. It's called Gotham City. Have you been there? Because I have.
Yeah, and I met with Commissioner Gordon, and we sat down and we discussed
Whoa,
some
I didn't
things.
say all of that was real.
We sat down and discussed some things.
Bane was there, though.
He's like, no, brother. When I got there, he's like, no, brother. You must not leave.
You just crack yourself up, huh?
Oh, God, I love it.
Stupid.
You just crack yourself up.
Beyonce, I'm going to talk about B, because she just signed a deal with Adidas.
She passed that deal up.
She passed up a deal with Reebok,
Wow.
which I don't even know how Reebok came to the table with Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have been like, y'all just Reebok, man. When y'all been relevant? When the last time y'all, this ain't the
What is she
UK.
going to make? Shoes?
Shoes and apparel, and she's bringing back her Ivy Park line, which was a hit at one point. At some point,
What is that, for kids?
I have no idea what that was. When I read it, I was like, "What is the Ivy Park line?"
It's probably brand, it says, actually, but it's probably,
for kids, because you know,
For
ain't
kid-
that her
Blue
daughter?
Ivy, yeah.
Yeah, that terrible name.
But I mean, I don't know. I've just never...
You're not getting the B5s.
No, I've never seen
The Beehive.
Beyonce wear tennis shoes.
I seen her wear. She wear the
She wore
B5s.
Balenciagas and shit like that. Them Yeezys.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not... I mean, Adidas does make Yeezys, so she could make a high-end shoe, but I don't know. I feel like if you're going to give a female a tennis shoe deal, give it to like
she should be doing athletic shit, huh?
Cardi B or something. Somebody I've actually seen rocking tennis shoes that talks
Wow.
about wearing tennis shoes.
So you putting Cardi B up there with Beyonce? Just
I
like-
mean, I'm just saying, I just don't know how that would benefit her.
what do you mean? Everybody's gonna be wearing like the Beehives, the Beehive 2s.
The Beehives, Jesus.
Not the Beehive too.
Like these the Beehive 2s.
I mean, I guess we'll see. I just didn't,
They got the honeycomb on them. It's gonna be dope.
I just,
Ooh.
I don't see it. I just don't
Yes,
see
they're
it.
gonna have that honeycomb thing on. It'll be dope.
Unless it's like a high-end shoe.
The
I don't
honeycomb
see,
air bubble.
Yep, the honeycomb air bubble. Yep.
Like, it's not going to be no... And is she only going to make female shoes? And she's making
but that's why I asked you. Would you wear the B5s?
No. I mean, I wouldn't
I'm
wear...
quite sure she's just gonna make women's clothes.
Just clothes?
Well,
and
clothes
shoes.
and shoes.
They said
Okay.
footwear and apparel.
What is she going to do? Like, athletic wear?
They said footwear and apparel. Like
She usually do athletic
Right.
wear.
What is it going to say? Beehive on it?
Chicks dance and
Yeah.
to Beyonce and work out to her. So they would be like,
I can see females.
I mean, her
working
name
out.
alone, it's going to sell, but I'm just saying... I just don't understand why she wanted to go to that route. She could have went...
because they was like, yeah, we'll give
With
you a lot of
Adidas?
money.
I guess. We'll see.
And why you say Adidas like Adidas is like a shit shoe?
It's not a shit shoe at all, but I'm saying...
Is it that how you said it though?
A Beyonce, I would see it with more like she signed a deal with, like 2 Chainz did and signed a deal with Versace or something.
Right.
Because Beyonce is that type of level, not Adidas making sportswear. Unless,
But at the same
unless
time-
she's trying to give back to the point
Right, I'm
where
about to say
anybody
it.
can afford it. then
Exactly.
I
That's what I was
get
going
it.
to say. That's what I was
I
going
get
to say.
it
That's
if
probably
that's
why
the
she's
case.
doing it, is because she's making it so everybody can afford it, which is what 2 Chainz, whatever. But yeah, I think she's making it affordable for everybody. You know what I mean? So
Well, I'd like to see some of the stuff.
if you
when it
want 2
comes out.
Chainz' shoe, you got to spend
Yeah, it's
over
$1,000. I think it's like $1,100.
or something like that.
Yeah. So
But what do they do?
I can't support him. I can't support that.
Why you say it like?
It's
He's like, I can't support that.
It's $1,000 shoe, 2 chains. Like you say, I ain't never seen him do anything in athletic wear or nothing. And those are tennis shoes. And it's just like, man, we try to.
I didn't necessarily say I haven't seen her do anything in athletic. I'm saying I've definitely. What
I'm saying is that we exploit our own people. Like 2 Chainz, you paid that shoe. Oh, ain't nobody gonna buy that shoe but your own people. Why would you make it $1,000? Why wouldn't you make it affordable enough so all your people can buy it?
But he's living the life he talks about. He says that that's the clothes he wears. And he signed a tennis shoe deal with a brand that he wears that he supports.
Well, that's cool.
In my opinion, he should have had a.
You have a big baller brand, 2 Chainz brand.
Oh, he could have.
Big baller brand is in ruins.
Right, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, that's not on the list.
I didn't want to talk about it because it was just so awful.
He can have his own thing going. You know,
because he destroyed his son's careers. Everybody kept saying. You remember we talked about that in the summer. And everybody was so adamant that, he trying to start a movement. He trying to do this. Yeah, those $500 shoes destroyed his son's ankles. So now his son is out and may not be the same player when he arrives back in the NBA.
Wait, that's what messed up his ankle for those shoes?
Yeah, those terribly made shoes that were $500.
Yeah, he was wearing them every game.
Lonzo?
Yeah. Well, messed his ankles up. So that happened. And then like his other son,
wow.
His other son ain't even going to the league. He the one that got arrested.
Yeah, he's not going to make it to the league. And then the youngest one is in like Ukraine or something.
Yeah, he played with like a traveling team. They came to my nephew's school.
Oh wow.
And they put on a show. Basically, it's like everybody said it was like the high school Harlem Globetrotters. Like, you know what I'm saying? They like throwing alley-oops. Guy coming down shooting Steph Curry threes. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you want.
I mean, that's dope in high school to see that.
Yeah, but what is he going to do after high school? Because you're not going to college.
That's because his dad pulled him and had him playing for the big baller league or whatever.
Yeah, that was it.
Didn't ever get the credibility that he wanted.
Right. So he ruined his son's careers. He was just so overbearing. And those $500 shoes, like you said, they weren't priced to win. Because I'm not buying those shoes that say Triple B on the side.
They were ugly.
They're ugly and they're $500. I don't care that you're trying to start something. I do. Okay, let's put it this way. I understand that you're trying to start something, but you can't gouge me to start something.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And that's what 2 Chainz, in my opinion, is doing. He's gouging. I definitely understand you want to start a shoe line, but make it like you said. You can even make them $250.
Well, right. On 2 Chainz's part, I don't think
make him $200.
I don't think I don't think it was something that he was like, yeah, this is what I'm going to start up a shoe line. I want to sell all these shoes.
No,
I think it was something somebody approached him.
Probably was like, you want a shoe deal? We want to do a shoe?
Yeah, we want you wear a lot of our clothes. We want to do a shoe deal with you because he has a lot of clothes. Like his 2 Chainz website, I have a lot of his clothes.
I think he's signed by Versace.
He is.
Yeah, so
he's they sponsor him.
So he's a slave for Versace.
Wow. Bro, I
wouldn't call him a slave.
Just because you sign with somebody doesn't make you a slave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
call it what you want.
I think that's
if they tell you what to wear and things of that nature.
But if you're already wearing it, they don't just approach nobody who's not wearing their shit. He was already wearing Versace. So if they're sending them new clothes and say, "Hey, we want to pay you to wear our clothes," and you already wear, that's like Ralph Lauren approaching you.
It's still like slavery.
That's like Ralph Lauren approaching you.
It will still be slavery because I'm still working for Ralph Lauren. He's paying me to wear his clothes, so I'm working for Ralph Lauren. I'm not working for myself.
Slavery that you don't get paid to be slavery.
Okay, guys.
You don't.
Okay. I'm a slave at my job every day. I get paid. What are you talking about?
But
I'm a slave, bro. You're
an
a slave,
indentured
bro.
servant, if you want to be technical.
Okay, well, call it what you want.
Because you're getting compensated.
Call it
whether it's what we want, compensation-wise, we're getting compensated for the work that we do.
Call it what you want. I call it slavery.
It's indentured servitude.
Slavery.
It would Ronnie would be correct in this case. It would be indentured servitude.
Slavery.
Because you're working for a...
Guys sound like white people. Slavery.
White people are slaves too. Shit, there's white people at my job.
Well, so they're slaves.
So we're all slaves.
That's what I just said.
We're all slaves.
But you
breaking news, people. If you have a job and it's not for yourself, you are a slave.
Absolutely. Hey, slave to our materialistic stuff, slave to a lot of different things. So, yeah, it happens.
All right, David Blaine.
David Blaine needs to wait because we have some sponsors we need to get off of our chest.
We got some hot spots. Then we go get into the magician.
Then we're gonna get into the magic talk. So we got Wiggins Construction Home Improvement
for your home improvement needs.
Give them a call at 440-731-4654. Keycon Graphics.
Keycon
216-346-8185
for your graphic needs.
Very own Gruber Machine Tool at 330-813
for your machine
wrong number. 440-322-3685.
Yes.
Then we got Kev with the lube.
Kev with the grease.
330-813-2035. Ask for Kevin.
As for Kevin.
We got the Detroit Auto Parts West Side and East Side location.
Yeah, West Side.
At 216-398-7373, and the East Side is 216-531-7373. You will receive 10% discount when you mention Redline Radio. So make sure you get your cars fixed, people.
10%.
Get that discount.
Get that 10%. You know what else we got going on, man? We got this draft party April 25th at Scoreboards 10333 Northfield Road. We'll be there live from 5 p.m. till midnight. Also, we'll be breaking down each pick. Hope to see you there. Come out and support your team in Scoreboards. And if you tell them you're there with Red Light Radio, you'll receive 10% off your food bill. Call in, join the conversation. The hotline number is 216-259-2062. We want to hear you guys jump in, talk about any of the topics that we've discussed, from Kodak Black to the death of Nipsey Hussle. But we're going to jump in to another topic. You ready for another topic, Double A?
For sure.
Seems like you are. Seems like
Let's get this money.
Get this money. All right.
Secure the bag.
Well, we're going to talk about a gentleman who, I like him. He's kind of cool. David Blaine, the magician.
The money.
He's accused of sexual assault. David Blaine. He allegedly hypnotized two ladies on two different cases in different places. One of them he hypnotized and made her compliant for sex. The other one he hypnotized and she jerked him off in a hypnotic state. The New York Police Department are investigating this magician sexual assault. Do you think that David Blaine was able to hypnotize ladies into having sex with him? Go, Double A.
No. In my opinion, if you got hypnotized and you remember getting molested or whatever you got, then I don't think you was hypnotized. I think you were just going along with what he was saying. He was like, get naked. All right. Get naked. Oh, we got to have sex. All right.
Damn, that's a good point. Like, how do they remember this? Like,
right.
If you were in a hypnotic state, jerking this guy off.
Maybe they woke up too early.
Like, you woke up.
If you woke up too early, you'd be like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What's going on? You feel me? And he would have known, like, oh, shit.
He would have called the police immediately.
Right, like, wait a minute. What happened? So, no.
You would have called the police immediately. Like, this guy pulled a fast one on me.
That's going to be hard to prove.
Sounds like what you just said. Me too. I need a couple $.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Just think about that. Like,
how many years has he been hypnotizing people? You feel me? And this just now happening?
He would have been using that trick.
Right. And somebody would have been came out and said something.
I'd have been using, if I had that in my arsenal, every chick. I'd have been like, if I was David Blaine, I'd have been like, I got to get to Rihanna somehow, some way. I just got to be in a room with her by myself and everything will be cool.
They say everyone can't be hypnotized. Like, you have to believe in it in order for it
exactly. And I bet you they believed they were hypnotized, like you said.
Yeah, they thought they were hypnotized.
But then they left like, man, I kind of just jacked that dude off for no reason.
First off, it probably didn't happen. Like, they was
like, they got to go. Like, I wasn't hypnotized.
You was hypnotized because once the steps that these guys take, well, at least everything that I've seen with hypnotism and them hypnotizing you, they make sure that you're hypnotized. They snap their fingers and, all right, so woo, woo, and they tell you things and they do things to make sure that you're hypnotized. So I don't think he would just be like, all right, you hypnotized, and then just go about his, doing his thing. He would still do his regular show shit to make sure that you was hypnotized.
I mean, I don't think he did this in front of a crowd.
No, but what I'm saying, like he would take his normal steps and precautions
Right.
Oh, to make sure that you're hypnotized.
Exactly.
Right, he wouldn't just go in haphazard like, all right, you hypnotized now, show me your titties. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. He would still do the same shit. Like, all right, snap his finger. All right, act like a chicken. You know what I'm saying? Bop, 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 act like a dog. All right, get naked.
like this is another scenario where it sounds too sensational.
Right. It's just them getting money, man. Like you said.
It sounds like a Law and Order case.
Well, we'll see where this one goes. Because I mean, if I was him, I wouldn't give him nothing. I would be like, oh, we're gonna fight this.
Like, we're going to court.
We're going to court. Good luck.
Right, like and I'll just appear at court. Get it? Appear.
But what if they want?
Come on, guys! I'm out here dropping comedic gold here.
But then, what if like they're trying to ask for how he does things? He's not gonna give that up. Unless he wants it sealed and like he just talks to the judge.
No, I would be like, look,
like you have to tell me how someone can be hypnotized. The judge, for real, if this goes to court, the judge would just be like, hypnotise me. I want to see if it can
hypnotize
really
me and then see if you can get me to jerk you off.
Hypnotize her and I'm just watch.
Hypnotize her and get her to jerk you off.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the concept to prove that somebody could be put in a hypnotic
get her
state.
to jerk you off. That's cool.
Retards.
Get her to jerk you off. Let me see it.
Like what?
Right.
Yeah. Want to see this hypnotism, how this stuff works.
Right. So, right. Come on, man. And once again,
and David Blaine is like one of the best. You know
right. It's just
like,
he's the best.
Right. He's like the best.
It's just like this. It's like this much too much sauce. It's just a little too much sauce to be real. You know. It's just come on, man. Like, and then you remember, so you weren't hypnotized. You just willfully jacked him off. You just beat him off. You weren't hypnotized, if you remember.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Or did somebody tell you that David Blaine hypnotized you and you jerked him off, and then now it got back to you on what happened here? Because somewhere along the line there's a disconnect with hypnotism.
I just don't think that he would put his career, like as a magician, on the line to do that. When
I can pay. I can just buy this shit.
He has enough money to buy hoes if he wanted.
Right, he got a residency in Vegas.
I'm pretty sure he has a wife. I'm pretty sure there's girls who probably throw themselves at him already. I seriously doubt he needs to go through the trouble.
And he's in Vegas, right? So he's got a residency in Vegas.
Bro, he could go to his hotel room and see a different chick every night.
Right, he could just go down to the lobby. Right, you could go down to the lobby, like, and you come upstairs. I'm gonna show you. Not even, just get
the little cards in Vegas.
Right, make a call.
Like, let me get the third one on the left.
Right, bring them on. I'm David Blaine. I'm the magician.
Right, like I'll send you half now.
Right,
I got cash for you.
I'm sorry, chicks in half in here.
Bring a blade. That's horrible.
Yeah, that was a good one though. All right, let's talk about these Atlanta gang members. The notorious Atlanta gang members. I didn't want to say, because they did tell them what set they were from. I didn't want to put it in there.
What is it?
I didn't want to say it.
Well, you can't say you didn't want to say it, and
I redacted it.
All right, well, tell me what it is.
You have to turn my mic off.
What?
Exactly. That's who they were. So, what these Atlanta gang members did to a police informant, a PI? That's a police informant. I've been watching Law and Order. It's a PI, a police informant. Well,
they raped him.
Well, first they hit him with a crowbar. They beat him with a crowbar. Then they sodomized him with and without the crowbar. And then they shot him in the back of the head. And I was driving here thinking about this story, right? And I was like, yo, I've been in a few fights, right? And I've never beat up somebody to the point where I had an erection and wanted to have sex with them. Like I punched a guy in the face like, I'm just so...
With 4 of your friends.
Right. We're jumping this guy. We're whooping his ass. And then like, does anybody else got a boner?
Anybody else getting excited right now?
Because I just want to dive in this guy.
Yeah, I don't
understand how this happened. Or why it happened, or what was?
Well, he was a snitch. That's why it happened.
Okay, no, not that part. I'm talking about the sodomy. How did we reach that point? Like, what were we doing? Whose idea was it? Like, Joe just in the corner, like taking his pants off while you guys are beating him up. Like, what are you doing, Joe?
It was probably.
I thought we were about to rape him. Nah, man. Nah, we just whooping his ass. Well, I'm ready. I was ready
I'm
for
a rape him.
I'm gonna rape him. And then somebody else was like, well, if Joe did, I'm gonna jump in. Like, whoa,
If Joe's raping, I'm raping too.
whoa. Nobody said rape. We just said he was gonna hit him with this crowbar. Take his pants off, man.
You know what though? You're probably right. Like, I bet you that's how it happened. It was probably one dude in the bunch who was like, I'm gonna rape him. And they're like, what? Why are you taking it there?
Like,
two of them left, 3 of them stayed, 2 raped, 1 watched out. It was, yeah.
Right, like, what are we doing? I'd have been like, why? What are we doing here, man? I thought we were just beating this guy to death.
At that point, I would probably ask to be
He was like, no,
jumped out
we're
the gang
raping.
or something.
They'd be like, no, we're raping today, okay?
I'm not in the gang.
I only got in the gang to sell drugs and hold a gun. Like,
come on, man.
No. I'm not raping.
We're raping today.
No.
Yeah, I would leave.
Right, I would have left.
Would have left?
Yeah.
Yes. Would have left the gang?
Yeah.
I'd have killed you.
I mean, it is what it is.
That's the price I must pay because I would have said, yo.
I'm not a rapist.
I'd have said, they would have came to my house the next day, like, why you leave, man? I'd be like, because you guys started butt humping that guy. And he was just out of control. Like,
it was really uncomfortable. Like,
that's not something I wanted to be a part of. Like, I thought we were here to do crime. Not this type of
thought
crime.
we were just going to beat him with the crowbar. Like.
Right, and then you guys start unbuckling his pants, and I'm like, what's going on? I'm hitting him with the crowbar in his face, and then you guys are taking his pants off. Like, all right, let's get this party really going. And I just said, what? I thought we was. This is pretty lit to me.
I was ready to go. Like,
right, I thought this was going to wrap up. Like, all right,
we should probably get out of here.
Right, let's clean this mess up and get out of here. No, you guys was like, no, one more thing. What do you mean one more thing? I got some fudge to pack.
Oh, my God. And then they killed him.
And then they shot him, yeah. I just said, wait a minute, bro.
You guys do it too much.
Right, I think I am dead.
Yeah, I would have.
You beat me with a crowbar.
Yeah.
You did things with that crowbar and without to me that I never speculated that you guys would do. And then this.
It makes my stomach hurt. I don't even want to talk about this anymore.
That shit's funny. That shit is hilarious.
But they were probably a really tough gang, too.
The toughest if they're raping individuals out there. Shit.
No, I don't
better watch out for that gang.
Right?
Can you imagine that?
Rapists.
Can you imagine that? Like they
Like,
come in the club, like, don't start nothing with them, man.
The street,
They will pack that
the
fun.
street knows. Like,
Right. They will push your shit
What's the
in.
name of the gang?
John didn't
I
want to
redacted
say
that.
it.
What's the name of the gang, man? I'll say it.
I redacted it.
What's the name of the gang?
We will not be putting that out on the Smartalecs. But
Why not? They the ones did the crime.
right, and I redacted them from the story.
You told the whole story about it, but you're not gonna tell them who. We need to let people know to look out for this gang because they out here.
They've been convicted.
Sodomizing people.
The sodomites have been convicted.
I'm quite sure it's more of them out there.
I'm sure. I
I'm
don't.
sure it's a whole gang.
I don't think. I hope it's not a roving
The
band.
whole gang of sodomizers out there, bro.
It's a roving.
We need to put this. We need to put this
It's
information.
a
out there.
roving. It's like a roving band of sodomites just
running
running
the Atlanta streets.
Right, running Atlanta, hitting people with crowbars and
Sodomizing them.
5 Atlanta gang members were convicted of this week of raping and killing a man that was a criminal police informant. Prosecutors are calling it the most brutal murder in the city's recent history.
they said it was awful.
Jesus. Oh,
I cleaned it up.
yeah.
Who was it?
I don't think I should say it either.
Thank you.
Damn, like what the fuck? What are
Oh
y'all
my
scared of?
Jesus, nobody's scared of anything, but yo,
You are
we
scared.
redacted.
We're on the radio, man. We need to let people know who this gang is that's running the streets sodomizing people.
I don't think
We can't just label this whole gang as rapists though. That's what I'm saying. I think it's just, a bad batch of gang members.
it's a bad
It's just,
apple.
You know what I mean?
a
It's just a bad batch of gang members.
out here doing unspeakable crimes. They said it was the worst murder in the recent history of Atlanta. Can you imagine that? Like,
And the details is ridiculous.
yes, I told you I had to clean them up.
Jesus. Jesus.
I had to clean it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Those guys are definitely probably going to get the death penalty there for that one.
Does Georgia have the death penalty?
I thought they did.
It's Georgia, so it's the South, so you are black, so they might hang you still.
Yeah, you probably still get hung for sure.
Outside and in the back on a tree. That's how they settle these issues. After you take a man's manhood.
We gonna hang you up from the tree.
I still just don't understand how they got to that point. Like
Bro, did you ever see the episode of Atlanta? Where
Which one?
No. I'm sorry, not Atlanta. Snowfall.
no.
Which episode?
The episode where the guy got raped.
Oh yeah. But that guy, that's a little different.
No.
I mean, it's definitely different, but it's the fact that it's kind of like I don't know, man. I guess it goes back to stoning gays.
It actually goes back to slavery.
Goes back to
You
stoning
break.
gays.
They would rape
Buck breaking,
buck breaking. They would
But
rape the.
this is different. This is to me, this was like ultra violence, right? And it just spilled over, like, cause you were in like.
No, there was some homosexuals. That's gay. I mean, there definitely was some violence going on, but
I think the
gay.
ultra violence.
that's gay.
That's gay, bro.
I think that ultra violence.
No, it's gay. Stop it. That would have been Alex. Stop it. What's going on here? Stop it.
Why y'all doing that gay stuff, man?
We
Come on.
don't do this. Let's just rob him and go home.
Robberies, man. That's what we're into.
That's what I would have assumed. Like somebody would have said,
I was like,
"Come
this
on,
ain't
bro.
gangster. That's what I said. This ain't gangster, man. This ain't
is not
gangster.
right. This is how we should.
I'm taking my flag off, bro.
Right.
I'm taking my flag off, man. I'm done.
I don't even
I'm done.
want this flag.
Right, I'm done, man. I'm done.
I'm not a part. I didn't. This is not.
I'm
what
done,
it-
man.
No, I didn't sign up for
I'm
this,
done.
James.
Yeah, like no, I didn't sign up for this at all.
No, who would? Like, all right, man. When you get in the gang, you get to sell dope. You get to rob people. You get to rape dudes in the butthole, and then what you
like? Wait.
I didn't see that in the pamphlet.
Right.
and then there's and then in the back,
The small print.
Right,
in
it's
the back,
small print in the
back, and
You have to
occasional
do it.
rape.
You also have to rape.
An occasional raping may be mandatory.
Occasional men rapes. Occasionally.
What?
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that, sir.
Me, I don't agree with what happened. Like, okay, I can see you beating up the police snitch, right? Like, oh, this dude talking to
I
the
mean, I can
folks.
see I could see everything but
But like
the
you
rape.
said, like you said, the one, just like on Snowfall, it was just that one guy probably. Like, you know what, man? Hold up.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened in Snowfall.
Look, you just pull his
And,
pants
and
down.
they were like, what are you doing?
Right.
He's like,
Hold on, watch this.
finna get him.
That his pants? He just pulled his pants down.
Like, what do you mean, Steph? What do you mean? Watch this. I don't want to watch. I don't
Stand
want to
back.
this.
Stand back.
Get out the way.
I'm leaving.
That's exactly how it usually happens. It's always that one dude who's just
Over. He just
and like nobody can really say nothing to him because they're like, man,
He's like the
he ain't
biggest
finna
one,
rape me.
right.
Like,
Right, exactly. He ain't finna-
Right.
Oh, man.
Right.
Let him do what he do.
Because I don't want to be.
Right, he
I
like-
don't want to somehow get swept up.
He was like, if you don't let me do him, I'm going to do you.
Go ahead.
yeah.
Get in there, buddy. And I would apologize to the guy for like, look, man, I'm sorry.
Like, I got a headache. I'm going home.
I'm sorry, man. What's about to happen to you? I'm sorry.
Bro, gang's
Hey,
life.
we
is
beat
not
you
for
up.
Me.
Right. That's exactly what I said when they
But
said.
gangs never did that, man. I told
That's
you, this
what-
is new. This is
This
that
gotta
new
be new.
homosexual mentality that's going around in this country.
Because I've
bro.
been around several gang members.
Me
right?
too.
I've been around a lot because
Yeah.
in my day that was like the thing. So we was around a lot of gang members, and never once was a gang member like, man, after we get in this gang fight, man, I'm gonna knock somebody out. I'm gonna get in this butthole. So I said, that's what I do. I knock niggas out and get in their duty.
Right,
Like,
right.
what?
You'd have been like, nah, bro.
Nah, bro, nah.
You part of the wrong gang. You need to be in the LGBTQ. That's what gang you need to be
You
in.
need to be boycotting them hotels with Ellen and Les Bass.
Right. You in the wrong gang, pal.
For real, they came out, they boycotted them
I saw
hotels.
that. I saw
But I
that.
was like you said, why would we even stay at those hotels? Like, come on.
I would stay at those hotels. What you mean?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. Nah, I'm not staying at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Why not?
Because it's the Beverly Hills Hotel. I'm staying at the Beverly Hills Super 8.
Whatever, dude.
It's you get the
Beverly
same
Hills Hotel is dope. I stay at the Bel Air Hotel. I stay in all the hotels.
Even well, yeah,
one
of course.
night.
Like
Well,
they probably got a thing that you can throw rocks at.
They probably
Get
got
your aim better.
probably got a picture of you saying, "Don't let him in."
No, they probably got a picture of you celebrating like this guy agrees. Throw the rocks. he agrees with the rock throwing.
welcome to the Beverly Hills Hotel. Here's your complimentary rocks. Be like, what?
Thank you.
Just in case. Just in case.
Let's sling them in
Look,
there.
look, if they come in this door, I got it. I'm getting their ass.
It's horrible.
Oh wow, that is bad. That
Yeah,
is
it's
so
pretty
bad.
bad.
Wow, that was a great show. Oh, we forgot one topic. Bow. Rihanna.
Remember that?
Wow. Riri bought her masters. Congratulations, Riri. That was a big step.
Yeah, everybody.
Shout out.
Everybody getting their masters right now.
Shout out to
man.
Riri.
That's the new thing, you know. Get your masters in order.
Well, the fact of the matter is, man, these if you don't have your masters, you ain't making no money. You know what I mean? They take your masters from you. They making all the money. So, in order for you to make any real money, you have to own your masters. That way, you can do whatever you want with your music. Because right now, with the labels, they do whatever they want with it. They put it on commercials. They do this, they do that, and they make all the money from it. You don't.
What was it? The Ariana Grande song? I think after it was, she just had to put out a new album, and her hit single "7 Rings" or something like that.
Yeah, I seen it.
Had a lot of writers on it and a lot of features and whatnot. Or however it broke down, she got 10% from the song. The label got 90%. It was Rodgers and Hammerstein, I think. They used a clip from that song from one of their musical songs.
They sampled Rodgers and Hammerstein or Hammerstein. That's a big deal, bro.
I know.
That's a lot of money they probably have to come up with too.
That's
she deserved 10%.
That's why they got 90% of it.
Right, you deserve 10%. Yeah. Ariana Grande.
It is Grande. You're right.
We had a great show, man. I miss Tasha not being here. It was.
The Queen wasn't here, but she called in. So
she did call in.
She made her presence felt like always.
She made it.
How'd you guys feel about the show? Profess, go.
It was a sad show, actually.
Yeah, it was a somber because of the.
It wasn't like anything good on this list.
No, nothing really good happened except for Aunt Becky's going to jail.
Like, I feel like our shows are just always about death. We need to find something happy for next week.
You want me to make a happy show?
Yeah, like 3 people, somebody, Nipsey Hussle died, and then
the rape.
There's always someone got raped, and there's jail, and it's just.
Well, we gotta keep our. Unfortunately, life is not always positive, right?
We gotta make sure we have at least one positive topic every
I'm gonna have a happy show for you next week.
We did have a positive topic today.
What was it?
White House whistleblower.
That wasn't positive.
I mean, it wasn't negative because it didn't hurt us, I guess. But it was.
Oh, then we had the LGBTQ getting hit with rocks.
That's totally not positive.
And we're just not even gonna acknowledge that.
That was on here. I thought that was positive.
I think the most positive thing is Rihanna got her masters.
Yeah,
her albums.
Yeah, she bought her masters. Not like she got her masters in
she got her masters.
And Kodak Black is going to jail.
Yeah, that's positive.
That's definitely good news.
Kodak Black
is out of here.
He's off the streets.
I hate to be that way, man, because I love my black people, but Kodak Black he got to get it together, man.
What does he have to get together, man? He
has to stop raping people. That's first and foremost. You can't be raping and biting people.
I think he learned his lesson.
He looks like a biter.
I don't think so, because he still looks exactly. He looks like a biter. So he looks like he needs to shower every time I see him on Instagram.
His hair just looks like his hair.
It looks like he has a dusty camera. Just wipe the camera off, bro. You can look a lot better if you just wipe the camera off.
That's not a dusty camera.
It's the case. Mine looks like that too.
Right. There's got to be something, man. Because
he permanently looks like that, like a smudge.
That's what he looks like, a smudge.
Like a human smudge.
But you got to
kind of rub your thumb and rub it off. But no, you can't rub away that Kodak Black.
Why won't this?
You can't rub away that Kodak Black. You might be able to rub away that regular black, but not that Kodak Black. Can't rub that away.
Like it's a step up from black mold. Like, man, that's not black mold. That's Kodak Black. You got. So we need the heavy dude.
Right, you got to get a new house. You got that Kodak Black
this
mode,
could be
bro.
Deathly if you don't get a new home in about 6 days. Kodak Black will take out a house.
That sounds like what he says when he about to walk in your house. I can take out this whole house, right?
I'm that Kodak Black.
I'm that Kodak Black. You that Kodak Black? I'm that Kodak.
I'm that Kodak
Black. It's like
Black.
a disease that they used to have back in the day. Like
Kodak Black.
You got that Kodak Black, man. Kodak Black.
You got polio,
smallpox,
Kodak Black,
Kodak Black, syphilis.
It's right along the lines of syphilis. Very close to
close comparison to syphilis.
Herpes
with a splash of AIDS.
Like a little bit of herpes and a dash of AIDS, and you got Kodak Black.
Oh my God, we are not. We are
awful. For that one. Terrible. Terrible.
We had to liven it up though.
You're right, because it was a sad show. We had to make fun of Kodak Black, which is an easy thing to do.
Very easy.
It's low-hanging fruit, but it did make the show a little bit more lively and happy.
But just know, it's a conspiracy.
Just know that Kodak Black is still on the loose, looking for women to bite.
To bite, yeah. He's
Shout
vampire.
out, I want to give a shout out to David Blaine too, man. I hope those charges disappear. Come on, man. Come on, man. I've been dropping these magician jokes.
So corny.
So these are good magician jokes. Shout out to Nelly for getting off. Stop jacking off in front of ladies. Say that for your own time.
Beyonce with the big shoes.
Big shoe deal for Beyonce. Thank you for
how
that.
plays out.
Congratulations, Amber Rose, even though who cares that you're pregnant? You've probably been pregnant several times.
Jesus.
Several times.
Shout out to Aunt Becky. We'll see you in jail. You're going to have a rough bid. Somebody's going to definitely walk up and say how rude to you. So that's
How rude. You better get ready to fight.
Oh, yeah. She's going to have to learn how to fight from Uncle Jesse and the Rippers.
Because women's prison is different than men's prison.
Oh, yeah. They go.
She's not going to jail.
Oh, no, dude. She's going to prison.
I know she's going to prison, but she's going to go to a minimum security. There's not going to be anyone in there with violent crimes.
Somebody's going to make Aunt Becky their
minimum
prison
security.
bitch.
You're still in there with violent crime offenders.
They just haven't done anything in a while.
They just got dropped down.
They've just been de-escalated.
Yeah, they're dormant. You know, they're not.
Right, till you see Aunt Becky.
Right, till you see Aunt Becky and
that
start
bitch-
extorting.
right,
Like,
that
get your
bitch sweet.
extortion on.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. She's sweet as
My
hell.
child applied to
Right.
USC and didn't get in.
Best believe. When Aunt Becky get there, she gonna get walked up on by about by about 10 broads. Like, yeah,
Yo, you
time
gotta-
to check it in, baby.
Yep.
Since you think your kids go, check it in, baby.
You had a $500,000 for them babies.
Right.
What you got on them books?
Exactly. Check it in. All of it in.
Her.
I still don't understand. Like, I see what you guys are saying, but I still think at the end of the day, they didn't have faith in their kids.
No, their kids are.
Like,
No, they knew their kids were stupid. I've been looking at it like this.
They
I've
knew
been
their
paying
kids
for
were
this
dumb.
kid.
Yeah.
I've been paying for this kid to get
Yeah.
through school his whole life.
Because
I'm
you
looking
don't
at it
just
like
start
this.
bribing in college. So that they've
Like I
been bribing
man,
for a while.
Like Bill Maher said it himself. He was like, man, this is what rich white people do. Period. They do this. They've been doing it for years. This is
Correct.
just the first time them getting caught. This is not has nothing to do with their kids. This is them having the money to say.
But it also
here,
means
boom, boom, boom,
what
boom.
I'm saying.
My
though,
kids in school.
they don't have to do that if their kids make better grades.
Yeah, of course. Of
So
course. So
That's how I know they've
That's
been
what
paying.
I'm saying. That's how you know they've been paying, because their kids are coasting through, and then they get to college, and now it's shit. I don't want my kid to not go to school.
well, who
so
said
they
their kids was coasting through?
You don't just start bribing when you hit college. Like
No,
you
they
said,
haven't.
they've
What do you
been doing
mean?
it. Like you said, they've been doing it.
You-
So as a kid, if your
I
parents,
don't hear too much about high schools, people buying.
of course, because
stuff
it
for high
doesn't
school.
go. It doesn't go in high school. It's the private schools. They don't just give it to like one person and say, "Hey, overlook all this." The parents donate a whole bunch to this PTO
This
or
was
whatever.
a ring. This was like a ring. It was like
That's how high schools work.
And this was like a ring that multiple colleges had. But we'll retouch on Aunt Becky.
Oh, yeah, there'll be more on
There'll
this.
be more because she's going to jail after her trial. So we'll be touching on that.
I'm
We
gonna
wanna
look up
thank
her
you guys
children,
to
see how stupid they was. If they was
we
really stupid.
we want you guys to tune in next week. Where can they get you at, Money?
SOEMG.
Young Professor.
KOG Rod.
And you can always give me a handsome John 35. We want you guys to we want to thank you guys for tuning in every Saturday. You guys could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with us. So we thank you for that.
Got Nipsey Hussle taking us out, man. R.I.P. to him and his family. Man, it's crazy, man. But this music is dope.
We're going to let Nipsey take us home. We'll see you guys next week on another great edition of the Smartalecs Podcast.